You alone on
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the night shift with Doodle and CMoney. I am CMoney, and I'm joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Or what's left of Friday.
Listen,
right?
Yeah, I was about to say.
it's still Friday.
The
All right,
hours,
no matter
though.
how
Friday.
want to cut it, we still made it on the day. Oh, God, Jesus. Listen, we made it, okay? This was a long day, guys, but this shows commitment.
Yes.
Okay? I promised we would have a show, and we had a
Here we
show.
are.
But, man, woo, what a long-ass motherfucking day for your boy. Oh, Jesus. But that being said, guys, you know what the fuck it is. It's not just Doodle and I. No, it's fucking Friday night. We made it. We busted our asses, but we crawled our way to this bitch. Okay? I did uppies, and Doodle put me on this seat, and now we're good to go.
You buckle,
Right?
baby.
I'm
You buckle.
buckled.
Don't drop your Crocs because I ain't gonna go pick it up.
So it's not just me and my lovely Doodle. No.
Yes.
It's Friday night, man. It's Friday motherfucking night. We got our homies here live in the building with us. That's right. You see him. You know him. It is Mr. PSP himself. The pony slaying papa. Oh, boy. Demo Flow gave it. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
What's good, man? Just happy to be here, man. It's been a while. Shout out to you guys for having me. Thank you for having me. I miss you guys so much. I miss Chat so much. Shout out to Archangel Nexus. I see you down there, homie. And bro, let's get it going because we're freaking late. But yeah,
listen.
super excited.
It's been a minute. We've missed you. You're younger the last time we saw you.
That's
Oh
right.
shoot.
That's right. So now we see the age already. You're like,
It's kicking in. It's late. It's
Hey,
late. Your boy gotta sleep.
This just
45
means
is
that
hard,
my-
bro. I get it.
Yeah, I unlock new abilities, bro, as I reach a new level. So let's go. It's
Unlock
just
new
a skill
abilities.
tree. The only thing that grows is a skill tree.
That's right. That's right. That's what's up, man. And of course, you know who the fuck he is. That's right. It's the wise one.
Tell him, baby.
It's the author.
Yes.
It's the patriot. It's the pony slayer and the pony tier maker.
Pow.
Oh boy. Hargeisani.
Yes.
Welcome, man. Thank you for being here, bro.
Yeah. We met up today earlier in the day and had some lunch. So yeah, now you're here. Long day for
man.
you.
Okay, bro. God damn.
Listen, I was jelly, guys.
We did.
Yeah.
But I'm
Good to
so
meet up and
happy
hang
you
out.
guys
That was
are
very cool.
rocking out.
Oh man, yeah, it's been since PAX.
I know.
Yes, PAX last year.
Yeah.
Too long.
Damn, that's wild. So that was dope. That was really, really cool.
Yep.
So shout out to you, homie. Man, what a day.
Mm.
What a day. Guys, we're gonna have a fun show, man. We got some things to talk about. I want to get thoughts on a lot of things because our boys weren't here. You know, we got some big hot news
Yes.
yesterday that came through. All right. So I want to touch on all this stuff. But before we do any of that, I got to fix this banner.
Can I ask the question real quick?
Sure.
So our lyric says, "Oh, that's cool. You guys made up." But I do have a question.
Mhm.
It almost seems like you guys were had matching outfits on. How did that happen? Was
Well-
that just vibing, or was there like a
There's
conversation
a pretty clear,
that took?
clear reason.
Yes.
The
Listen,
color of my
it was
work
dope.
shirt
It was
and the
dope.
color of fucking Hargate's favorite shit. Okay.
Listen,
The emergence
The
shirt.
emergence blue.
it was dope.
I'm
I was
working
like,
my
yo,
work
hold
shirt,
on.
dude.
Was there a conversation had?
Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool. You
That's
guys
how we roll.
were vibing.
Yeah.
How we roll. Right. It was dope though. That was really awesome. Hold on, I'm trying to update this shit because I done didn't.
oh.
You know, I didn't.
No
And
way.
I have to share a little heartbreak that I see.
Oh,
We'll get there in a second. All right, we'll get there in a second. Let's
damn.
do this. Yeah.
Yo, somebody called us the Pony Breaking Club, Pony Leg Breaking Club,
The Pony Breaking Club.
and they had a little unicorn down there with a leg and a spark emoji. That's funny as fuck.
No, that's how we do. That's how we do. All right. Yo, Friday night. Of course, we're here in the building with our homies. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, but we do have to shout out all of our supporters over on Patreon and YouTube memberships. You know, you guys are super helpful. We really, really appreciate you. Again, remember, this show is brought to you by you, so we appreciate everything you guys do. So we do want to shout out our elite members. That's right. We
Yes.
have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Pragmatic Eagle, Coach Hooded Canuck, Music 72, and Queen Witch.
Let's go.
And
Thank
of
you,
course,
guys.
we have our inner circle member, our boy,
Big Mix.
Migs Gaming. That's right. It's our
Yes.
dude. It's our dude. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. You guys are the shit.
Thank you, guys.
So much love, man. And you guys are awesome. But of course, you know how we do here, man. Being here in the building live right now with us, watching us, chilling with us, shit talking with us. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all. That being said,
Tell them,
you
babe.
are all not equal.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
This is the reality
Someone's
of
got
the
to
world.
tell them.
3 of you
Three.
have
Only 3.
risen to become the specials. That's right. Every show, 3 of you are chosen
Mm.
to rise above the rest and look down on them for the entire show with your names commemorated on the banner that is playing so you can mock their tardiness. That's right.
Mm.
First in the door. I have to believe this is the first time ever. It's our motherfucking homie. One of the OGs.
Oh,
One of the OGs. Technically, the first real homie that we had rocking out with us back when we were tiny little things on YouTube. Our boy, motherfucking G Man,
let's go.
first in the building.
The one and only.
God damn.
Yes.
My brother, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, homie. Thank you, dude, for being here.
Thank
man.
you. Woo.
Number 2 in the building.
Who?
It's our boy. He said, I'm going to be first. And then he wasn't. So then he was second. That's right. Our elite member, our homie, Coach Hooded Canuck.
Fam
Thank you,
Jam,
my
let's
brother.
go.
Appreciate you, my dude.
Thank you.
And then
Uh,
number 3.
oh,
And this is where a little bit of heartbreak
the
happens.
messiness.
This part's not a heartbreak, but the following part is the heartbreak. Rounding out our top 3, our
Yes.
boy, our homie, frequent visitor
On
of the
top.
members only
Oh.
Saturday show and contributor during the call-in hour. That's right. It's our boy, motherfucker. Be nice.
Be nice. That's what's up. Let's go.
Now this is where the heartbreak comes in.
Oh.
Number 4 in the building
Mm.
is our homie, Becca.
Becca.
But Becca
My
believed.
girl.
She was number 3.
Oh.
She said finally made it 3rd.
Mm.
So close, Becca.
Becca,
So
next
close.
time. This would have been her first time.
This would have been her first time. Next time, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it.
Trip, be nice as he's trying to run by you. You know what I'm saying? Just trip him, and he'll trip, and you'll just gallop right through. You'll be good.
Just the H for high. Just throw something in faster.
Shit. Oh, that's amazing. So, guys, thank you so much.
Shout out to the top 3.
You guys are the shit. You guys are the specials. We appreciate y'all. So, thank y'all so much. Did I update? I don't even remember if I updated this shit. So let me just make sure. I did update. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna update this too because there.
You got this. You got this.
Another update. I need a song. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. And you decided that singing that song
I gotta
to us
give a proof of concept.
would make us feel good.
Yep, I keep on asking you to hit the studio and let's get something going.
You see? That's the response I expect. You hear those vocals and you're like, let's hit the studio. Not talking shit.
Yeah, but they're not for you to sing. I appreciate you.
No, I'm going to sing it. That's it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be all over that track. Ain't nobody got it.
Is that the Flintstone theme song? The Yabba Yabba Doo? Yabba Yabba Doo?
Oh shit! Yabba Dabba Doo! I done fucked up. Let me put this. I fucked up.
Yabba Yabba shit.
I'm about to fucking come up with some crazy shit.
Oh my god!
Like a motherfucker.
What are you sipping? Demo.
Chronic.
Shit.
How can you don't sip on chronic?
Listen, you smash it up and you put it in agua caliente. Okay.
No. This is just something like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like La Croix type thing, the water, bubble water, whatever, that it doesn't have anything. It's just something to like, sip on.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a Red Bull.
Oh, citrus.
Nah, I'm not doing Red Bull at this time. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to work tomorrow. I got shit to do. But yeah, I've been sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some scissor.
Yo, shout out to the homie Adidas 20, my
Let's
dude.
go, Adidas.
Thank you, my brother, for being here. First super chat of the night. That $2 super chat says, "Devil, I'm drunk as fuck." I saw him post a picture.
Yeah, he's
with some WG
in South Beach. Yeah, he's out here in Miami. So shout out.
He ain't fucking around.
Yeah,
he immediately, I think I'm okay saying this. My dude's out and about, immediately finds a white girl.
Does he?
Yeah, he got a picture with a white girl on Twitter. Yo, Rocky.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was at the Clearlander. That's a nice spot right there. Like I love that spot. Yeah,
like,
cool.
He said, "Fuck it." Going inside.
Yeah. It's one for each day. Like, why today, tomorrow Latina, next day is gonna be another, chocolate girl, and so on and so forth, bro. My homeboy doing it big. Shout out to him.
Oh man,
let's go.
Shout out to the Adidas 20.
Get it,
fam. And we have our homie, motherfucking RC Podcast.
RC, what's up?
Thank you
so
here,
much.
Thank you for that $20 super chat, homie.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, fam.
Thank you.
Says Hargeet did a fantastic job on Boom Show, talking about how stupid the whole console war over exclusives and reality for studios. If Xbox partner with Nintendo or buy out with their Steam partnership, Xbox all in one, no PlayStation. Bars. Listen, he's gonna recap that shit.
Let's
for
go.
Us here, okay? Where he can go loose. All right, let all the explicit Hargeet's gonna be in his final form to not just play. Oh man, we're definitely gonna get into it, yo. We're definitely gonna get into it. So shout out to you guys. All right, listen, I'm going to say what's up to some of y'all, but then we're gonna get going because we can't, because you know what I'm saying, like it's a tempo, the time. I'm just saying. I see the homie Do You K Now, the broke boy inside the building. What's up, fam? General Spartan 27, what's going on, brother? Zach Riley still thinking he's first. But he's
listen, you gotta put it out there.
Mr. Money 2121. I see you
Let's
playing.
go.
Amir Kumar in the building. What's up?
Yes.
X-Lax. What's going on, player? Dark Angelic. What's going on?
Let's
Archangel
go.
Nexus. What's up, bro?
What's good?
Appreciate you being here. Queen Witch in the building.
Yes.
What's going on? Outward Lyric. What's going on? Game Shark. What up, homie? Cupid's Victim. Damn. The Pony Leg Breaking Club. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh,
Do they
I
even,
love
like,
the name.
Do they even do they even have legs anymore at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, how far can those legs deform? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Only so much of a break-in you can
So
do.
much they can take.
It is only so much.
You know?
I mean,
They're still hanging on.
we know that they could take a lot, right? Like, they take full, not just the tip. So we know they could take for sure. But that being said, Mr. Glass in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here.
What's good?
I see the motherfucking homie Dan Lazaro in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, love?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for that $5 super chat.
Thank you so much.
I read at least 20, or I read at least 20 books a year. Damn. Okay, show off. I love reading. I'll be damned if I watch a movie with subtitles. It ain't happening. I'm fucking sniffing their home farts again. Yo, he brought it back. He said, yo, we're revisiting this shit. This shit ain't over. Y'all better stop with that nonsense. My dude Dan out here with the bars. That's right.
Wild. That's
All right,
wild.
that was on Tuesday's show, right? That's when we were talking about it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get the fucking demo. Just he said fuck it. He got mad.
I'm going to sleep.
He's like, no, I want subtitles. That's what he said, and he just left. Harky, do you have a position on subs
we
versus
know.
dubs?
We know.
I just want to hear it.
I mean, I usually watch with subtitles. I don't care if it's not there, but it's just nice to be able to, like, if somebody said something, you're like, what did they say? Okay, and you just see the subtitle. So
okay,
that's really it.
Okay.
And again, there are times when you're watching something that's not in, native language, right? So then you definitely need to, because sometimes just within even an English movie, they start talking in a different language. You want to see those subtitles, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I do have subtitles on. We do have subtitles on all the time.
Yeah.
I just won't change the language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna watch, a movie in Japanese if I have the option of watching it in English. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but sometimes within like an English movie, like you have just like think of like Marvel, right? They might be talking in alien language. You're like, oh, okay, I kind of need to see what the hell they're saying.
I think that's just to be clear. I think Dan Lazaro is referencing our specific anime discussion that we went deep on.
I think he is.
But that's good. That was a nice comeback, Dan.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
To quit this bitch with that $2 says I play with myself 20 times a day.
Holy shit.
Oh, listen.
That's a different single player experience. We want
That's a pony single player life.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right. We got the homie Game Shark in the building that says Xbox is double dipping. Not only are they everywhere, but they're making their UI the place to be. Oh, yes, they are. It's all gonna be in one place.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Against some other people's will. Ain't that crazy?
That's wild.
That you can't even do anything to stop it. They're like, no, Phil, please don't. No, please don't. Phil, no, please don't. Please. What am I gonna do? This is what they feel right now. This is all the emotions that ponies are feeling right now as they slowly see their PlayStation games end up wherever Phil says that shit's gonna end up. Damn, that's wild.
He holds all the cards, man.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Space shot in the building. No, I didn't. We weren't announcing 4. I told you guys that there was a heartbreak that I had to address. Okay, that's why we announced the heartbreak that poor Becca faced. I apologize. We got the homie Lynn in the building.
Lynn, what's good?
Says Icon Era is losing their minds. Check the thread. PlayStation need to be cautious as Xbox app concept shows PC integration with Steam and EGS. Oh my God. Well, if you send me that, we could take a look. But
That'd be
I don't
awesome,
even know
man.
where the hell to find that.
Yeah,
so,
if you can send it, that'd be
yes.
great.
I do
Man.
see the homie, our boy, Starkey
Starkey
Love.
Love, what's up?
Brother, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for that $10 super chat. It says Xbox truly about to dominate the rest of this gen and just rule over the next. Brilliant business moves while still catering to the core base that prefers Xbox hardware and ecosystem.
100%.
Pony salt for days. Yo, these motherfuckers be dehydrated, bro. Like, they're gonna lose every ounce of liquid they have from the tears.
need Harky slip.
Yo, it's wild.
Oh boy.
But
Shall we put the ponies up?
Yes.
do it.
Which
Let 'em
one?
see
Do we
it.
We
want
haven't
to do
seen
this
it
one?
in so long.
We haven't seen it
But
forever.
look at them go.
Look at that.
them
Oh,
go.
this is before they found out that Steam was coming to Xbox. This is when they were wild and free. They were just galloping
Oh,
around.
man, pony crying.
Oh man, that is not. Oh, look at that.
Oh
wild.
my gosh.
But yes, Starkey, 100%.
That's
This is
fire.
some devious shit
Mm.
that took place
course,
here.
it's
And
this
again,
one.
we're gonna dive deep
The
into
classic.
it, right?
Oh,
Oh, there you go. The lick
That's
salt,
it.
The salt licking.
let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Wow.
Oh. Boy, this is getting graphic. This is getting a little graphic.
Hey,
Keep going, just
some
like
people
that,
this
little-
type of
a
stuff,
little
you know what I'm saying? You
slower.
have to give them what they want.
little
You know ponies are watching. How else are they gonna get off? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Come on, man.
oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not right
Oh
there,
my
it tickles.
gosh.
Not right there, it tickles.
Wow. But yeah,
My
Starkey, this
goodness.
is honestly some devious shit. Like,
It is. It's
like-
crazy.
Xbox saying, yeah, we're going to leave you guys behind and not play your silly little games anymore. And oh yeah, we're gonna put our games over there because we're gonna take all your money. And then oh yeah, we're gonna take the games that you put on PC and just say fuck it, it's ours too because we want it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Ariana Grande says? I want it. I got it. All right, that's it.
That's
That's
Phil
the
right
answer.
there. That's
Okay?
Phil. He heard that song.
That's
He's like,
Phil.
you know what?
It's she who got you singing like
He'll be in his
that.
room like, I want it. I got it. I want it. I
Oh
got
my
it.
god. Ariana Grande, bro.
Oh.
Oh.
That'd be dope. Phil riding a horse,
Yo, can
singing
you
that
imagine,
shit.
like, that new Xbox game showcase in June? He just comes out to the song, like
Holy
just
crap.
fucking going wild. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh,
X Vault 2, clip this bitch. The $2 super chat says it's the best single player campaign unlocking achievement. Goddamn. That's wild. Oh shit. He was ready. He was ready. He ain't fucking around. And our homie Apes are gonna
boy,
go
here
with
we
that
go.
$2 super chat. Says Hargeet, been a while. Can we get some hot dogs? Twinkle,
Hey,
twinkle,
Hargeet.
Twinkle, twinkle, here they come.
Oh, shit.
Take him to Central Park.
Expose.
Woo, it's been a minute.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Who would have thought
Oh,
that we would have the hot dog girl?
You are exposed.
she's back, baby.
Exposed, exposed,
Get it in your mouth.
You are exposed, sir.
Oh my god.
Expose you.
What a song.
Oh my god.
All right.
That was glorious.
She's like, look at that lip bounce.
That's wild. Oh my god. Oh
Oh
my god.
The
man.
bouncing lip, you always give me, bro. The bouncing lip.
That's
Like-
hilarious, yo. That's hilarious. I see Mr. Money in the building. What's up, man?
Mr. Money was
Our
good.
lyric says CMoney and Demo finna go diamond. See? You ain't got that fucking, the vocals on the track. You ain't ready for it, yo. They ain't ready.
Yeah,
They
shit,
ain't
with
ready.
those vocals, we ain't getting shit, bro. We're gonna flop like Concord. You're gonna be like, hey, yo, hey,
Turned
Simone,
on you
Damn.
quick.
Simone,
What
if I got
happened?
you
Shit
singing in an
stage.
album, the name of the album's gotta be Concord, because that shit gonna flop.
Concord. Wow.
Redfall.
Man, well, maybe they will just make a special song for the ponies called Concord.
Must run.
Right? Stilo Facts in the
Oh.
building. What's up, man?
Stilo.
Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie. Oh my god.
Luis Jimenez. What's good, love?
Bounty.
What the fuck?
I know. Luis Jimenez, what's up, man? Bounty in the building. What's up, fam?
Bunty was
Abdel
good.
in the building.
Ah,
Klutz.
damn. What's
Yo.
up?
Thank you for being here. Ray Old, what's up, man? Meet the motherfucking cheetah. What is up, man? Thank you for being here.
Oh,
All right, guys, let's get fucking crack-a-lacking because this crack ain't gonna
Yes.
be cut for long. We gotta
do
get
it.
going. What is happening here? What is this? What
Do
am I
it.
looking at? Oh no!
Oh.
Fuck you, Big
Oh.
Migs.
oh,
you. You
Mikey,
always put it
you've
this
been
out.
tagged.
No,
You've been tagged.
no,
Mikey, oh my god.
no. Fuck that. It's not happening. No,
Wow.
I'm deleting that shit. Fuck out of here, Big Migs. No, you ain't. You know, don't worry about what we're talking about, guys. Okay, you don't. You're never gonna see it unless you're in Discord. But that's a different situation.
Oh
All
my gosh.
Listen, we're gonna get
Man.
cracking because this shit is real.
Mm.
All right, this shit is real. I gotta take a chapter. I can't just keep going.
We
and
know
not.
how you are about your chapters, baby.
I'm diligent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm diligent.
You just don't put them up, but
I got him though.
yeah, yeah.
I got him for reals. Night
The
shift.
message.
I just saw it on Discord.
No, fuck that.
No way.
Game Shark, you be flying all over the goddamn place, bro. No, that's abuse. That's abuse.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. I'm taking my chapter. You guys can hold me down.
That's wild. That's wild.
Okay. Wait. I gotta fucking. I mean, look. I think we'll just discuss it, right? Because I think we I'll use this one.
Big Miz says he felt that love with that FU.
Oh,
He
shit.
said, do it. Put it up
Oh
again.
my god. All right, let me do this.
All right.
do this.
What do we
Okay.
got? C.
All right, I'm taking my chapter. Taking it.
Mm.
All right, here we go. Let me write it down. Let's go. All right. So
I think it would have been more appropriate to see if it actually had olives.
no, that would not have been appropriate. God damn it. Don't be giving them ideas, Argy. You know you can't say shit like that. Motherfuckers gonna go fucking make that shit. They're gonna role play. They don't care. They'll role play it. God damn it. Why? 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 All right.
Big
let's get
Miz
this
is like,
shit
I'm on it. I'm
All right,
on
listen.
it.
This is it. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Steam on Xbox.
Yes.
Changing the motherfucking game. We have confirmation through a leak of what Xbox has done. That's right. We're gonna use this over here as the words that what our boy Do UK Now, the broke boy Lewis sent me. All right. So
Shout
Revs
out
Gaming
To
posts over
Will.
here. Shout out to the homie. Revs Gaming posted here saying Microsoft just accidentally shared a new Xbox app UI with a Steam tab and deleted it. Sources familiar with Microsoft plans told The Verge that Microsoft is currently working on an Xbox app update that will show every game you have installed on your PC. That includes games from Steam #Xbox, right? So that's cool and all that they wrote that, right? But fun facts, this is a cover-up. That's right. They're not even actually talking about that. No. They're trying to downplay it because they don't want the world to understand that they actually literally leaked the actual new way you're going to see your games when you go to the game tab on your Xbox. That's right. When you look at the picture, fuck what they said. Oh, God damn it. Wrong one. Son of a bitch. Come on, don't be a bitch. Okay, bam. Okay, ready? Boom. Here we go. Okay, this is the picture. Okay. I want this to be very clear. Don't let them play you. Okay. Look at the screen. What do you see? On the right, you see a tablet with a screen and the UI. You see a phone with the screen and the UI. You see the laptop with the screen and the UI. You see the handheld with the screen and the UI. And then you see a big ass screen on the back. What the fuck is connected to that screen? I don't know. Maybe it's the fucking Xboxes that are right there. That's the only thing that's on the screen that does not have something to look at it directly on the device. That's right. It needs a separate device, which is the TV in the back. That's right. This is when you go into your library. That's right. It's there. This is the Xbox. This is the Xbox. This is what you've seen. Don't let them play you. This is not anything about the PC that you just saw right here. Oh, no. This is officially the Xbox dashboard. Oh, yes. Okay. So now that we clarified this, because we need this shit to be 100% clear. I don't want to hear no shit about it. Okay. I want to see no shit. First of all, I'm the Crow 76. I see you, player. Thank you for being here.
Yo.
Says people are saying that PlayStation will block their games from being playable on Xbox. They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. They're not gonna go to Steam and say, "Hey, Steam, hey, you know that PC over there? You can't let people play on that PC." No, sorry, fam. It's not an Xbox. It's an Xbox PC that will be able to play these Steam games. The Xbox PC. That's the new console. The new console is not just a console. It's a PC. You can't tell a PC what can or cannot be on the PC. Can't you see? You see? See, got me saying "see" so many times. I don't know why, but it's true. This is the
All
truth.
right, Dr. Seuss.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. It's late. I'm telling you, I don't know what's happening. But the beauty is that these people know. That's right. Our homies down below. Am
They
I
know.
rhyming just for show? I don't know. Harky, goddammit, tell us what you think about this fucking Steam shit on Xbox and what it means. What does it mean? What is going to happen to the world when Xbox gets Steamed?
So on the PC side, it's obvious that's what they're going to do, right? They're going to have like a storefront sort of thing. Well, I guess a launcher type of thing where you can see all your games. And that makes sense, right? That makes it a lot easier. And if you can then make that kind of your default launcher for when you start up Windows, cool. That makes it much more of a console-friendly type of environment, right? Or especially if you're looking at the portables. I think they copy-pasted that image into the back. But you're not wrong. This eventually is going to be a next-gen feature. So that is kind of what's going to happen, right? So all that storefront stuff, this is all the plumbing they're putting together to get to next-gen, right? And we'll eventually see all of these things kind of just flow through. The idea that they're going to block, because I keep saying this, it's Microsoft's platform no matter what you do. It is Windows is a Microsoft platform. That PlayStation will go and say, no, we're not going to allow anybody who has Windows to run a Windows game. That's just not a thing. There's just no way around it. What are they going to say? You can only play it on SteamOS? No, it's the obvious answer is they want the billion players, which we just got confirmation of, billion players that have Windows as their platform to be able to play all their games. That's the point. They want to make money. They don't care. We've got confirmation from their executives. They're putting these games here to make money. They don't care about the stupidity of like, no, it can't be here. Can't be. No. They have the like, it won't be on Xbox today, right? That's what they're saying. They won't put the games on Xbox, but they've already put them on Windows. Microsoft already won. They already got their games. This is just the steps that need to happen. And I've been saying this. They're going to merge the two. It's over. This console war shit is done. The platform that wins is Windows and mobile. That's it. Those are the ones that win. That's where money is being spent. Again, realities, just realities. You can stay in the 100 million range. Cool. Microsoft went to the billion. They want 3 billion players, right? That requires mobile and PC. It does not require console. They'll give you the console, though. They'll absolutely give you a console if you want it. Sure. You'll get a device. It just will be Windows. Modified to look like a console. And therefore, you just get everything. You just get everything.
Oh, where are the
Right?
pre-orders?
Exactly, right. And so this is their plan. Their next gen, and this is what unfortunately people are like pissed off right now, especially on the Xbox side. They're giving the games away. It's like it won't matter. It won't matter. They're gonna have everybody's games. You say that Nintendo is going to be the one that exclusive. I'm sorry, my PC plays those Nintendo games. You just emulate them. So this is just the world we're in. It doesn't matter. A dev mode, Xbox. Forget PC. can play emulated games, PS2 games, you can play Nintendo games. So you can do that today. You don't need to go that
Nice.
far to think that that can
Yeah.
happen again with the next Xbox. It's not going to be a difficult. It's PC, guys. It's PC. This is where things just change. And so that game of like do the console war thing, it's dead. It doesn't matter. They told you they're not worried about Nintendo and PlayStation. They're worried about Amazon, Apple, Google. They're worried about the $1 trillion companies because they can actually, if they decide, hey, we want to play in this and be serious about it, they can compete with them. They can go buy somebody like EA. Well, PlayStation, they can go. No, they can't. They can't. They had a hard time buying Paramount. They couldn't even do that. That's nothing.
They had to
So
get a sugar daddy.
Microsoft, yeah, Microsoft
sugar daddy hit it,
said,
quit it, said,
"Oh,
"I ain't giving you shit."
we're gonna buy Activision Blizzard King for $70 billion cash. Here you go." That's not something the other players can do, but an Apple can. They have that kind of
Yeah.
cash. If they were serious about it, they could do it. Google can, Amazon can. Right? These are the things. So they're worried about the $1 trillion companies coming in and disrupting. They're not worried because look, we already see the roadmap from PlayStation. Continue to do what we're doing. Okay, good luck with that.
Yep.
Nintendo, it's working for them for now. It's working for them, right? PlayStation's closing studios. We don't hear Nintendo doing that. They don't need to because their studios keep making games and keep making money. So they're good. They're good where they are. However, they also want to play in the higher fidelity thing. So we'll see what that means. Is that going to make their games expensive?
Oh.
So we'll see where that goes. But ultimately, yeah, this basically is confirmation that we're getting there. Steam and Epic and GOG and all those, they're coming. They're coming to the Xbox ecosystem as far as the Windows app, right? So you'll have one launcher. You see all your games. Cool. We'll see how well it works. It's an execution question, right? We'll see how well it works. But this is kind of the stuff that's going to start happening. This was the journey thing that I keep pointing out with the ROG Ally that we still haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything anyways. That's coming with the sort of Xbox UI, right? The Xbox version, right? So this is the journey we'll be on. We'll feel the little pains as that goes along, but they will get to a point where it'll be pretty good. That'll be the next gen. That'll be the next gen version of the Xbox, right? And yeah, it's gonna have everything. And so, like, at least my assumption is it's gonna have everything. So we will see if they honor that or not. But it just seems like the obvious path going forward.
I mean, it's right there.
But yeah,
Like, the
so
fact that it's there, that it made it into an official,
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Image that they put
and
together.
it's from the guy that does the partnerships. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
And then they took it off.
Obviously,
and then
he's working on
completely
that.
changed the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Like you
Right.
make it mad
So to be
obvious.
clear, it's like this picture was
Yeah.
intended for somewhere else.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So this was not we made a mistake, let's change it. It's this picture wasn't supposed to go
This for
here.
later.
We're putting a completely
Yeah.
different picture. We'll save this one for next
So-
time.
So yeah, I mean, this is like it's confirmation of stuff that's already been kind of brewing. We've already been kind of telling you, hey, they're gonna have the other stores in here. Phil's outright told you that, right? He's told you I'm trying to get those other stores in here. So look, ultimately this is gonna happen. Like, it just seems very obvious. The next gen Xbox. This is the play, right? And then you don't even care at that point of who makes the devices. Xbox, Microsoft will make a device for you, but partners will as well, and they'll all play everything. And that's kind of where it becomes much more open to us for the consumer. We just choose whatever we want, and we don't worry about it anymore. I want to play games. That's it. I buy a device, I log in, my entire library is there. How nice is that, right? I don't have to worry about, is it
Amazing,
backwards
bro.
compatible? I don't care. I just pick up my device, I log in, all my games are there. How beautiful. All my cloud saves are there. Unlike Nintendo and PlayStation, where you have to pay to have freaking cloud saves. You don't have to do that. It's just there. It's automatic. You don't worry about it. You play your game, take the portable, take that with you. You have a device under your TV. You log in, all your stuff's there. You have your PC, you log in, all your stuff's there. How nice, right? You don't have to think about it. You just play your games, right? How many times you think about your next iOS device or Android device? Oh, am I gonna lose all my stuff? No, it's backed up. You just log in with your account. All your stuff comes down. Who cares? You're done. It's like you don't think about it anymore, right? That's the world we all want to be in, right? It's just simple, easy. You just get a device, whatever device you want. You log in, all your stuff's there. How convenient, right? Unless you're on PlayStation and Nintendo, in which case you're going to be stuck in your little island. Have fun with that. But that's what Microsoft's doing. They're going to bypass all that shit. You do whatever you want, wherever you want. We're going to give you all your stuff. You can play on a cloud TV. They don't care, right? Wherever you are, you're going to get all your stuff. Here you go. Right? That's the world they want to live in. That way you just buy their stuff. And then you say, well, but what if they don't get the 20%, 30% on the store? First off, they don't get 30% anyway. They're in the Microsoft store on Windows, it's 10%. You think they care about 10%? No, they care about the telemetry that you're going to give them. You're playing what games? And oh, by the way, they have some big black hole games. Call of Duty, Candy Crush, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and I could keep going. Who cares? They have the games that people keep paying money for. That's what matters. So they keep printing cash. Minecraft. It just keeps going. Why do they care? They're done. They make their cash. The next question is, what's the other black hole game they're gonna buy? That's what you should really be looking at. What's the big black hole game they're gonna buy? Is it gonna be GTA? Is it gonna be Fortnite? Is it whatever it is? They're gonna that top 10, 15 list. They want all those, right? It could be NBA, whatever, right? Like they want that. They want to see in the top 10. They got 7 of the top 10 because that means they're printing money. That's what they want. That's what they want. They're going to give investors back their return on asset. There you go. Here's your investment returns. That's the way it is. And does that mean that they're going to lock it down anymore? Why? Just there's no point. Ultimately, it's going to come down to consumers saying, am I getting more benefit by locking myself to a PlayStation? Or am I going to have much more benefit by seeing like I'm on a PC that I can buy any device I want? It gives me the same library without thinking about it. I like from the average consumer perspective, why wouldn't you want that? Isn't that better?
Yeah.
I want this power level or this power level. I want portability. I want like it looks cool. Choose. I don't care. Go for it. And you get to log in and get all your stuff. It's up to you, right? It's just a different world, right?
It's true.
Right.
It strips them down of that power, right? That affects the consumers. You're right. It's like, the money hat and all this other nonsense. Like, it allows us to go ahead and just get our freaking games no matter what. So essentially, it's beneficial to us.
Exactly.
In
As
every
consumers,
way.
we win.
Yes.
And even with the money hats, like PlayStation has conceded that all those games are coming day and date to PC. So guess what? We get them anyway.
Exactly. It makes no sense for them to spend that money. That'll be some crazy ass ish unless you're gonna keep it on PlayStation only. But
yeah, exactly. Which is probably very rare now. It's gonna be their first party stuff.
Ridiculous.
Right? And it's only the first party stuff. Yeah, right. And that is the problem. That's why they're closing studios. But it's only the first party games that aren't multiplayer. Right. So okay, how many of those do they release? Like 1 or 2 a year, right? You're getting MLB. It's coming everywhere, right? MLB is forcing that. So the other game, like 1 or 2 a year that they're going to put out, whoop-de-doo. So you'll get them a couple of years later, a year later. Okay.
Holy
Facts.
crap.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we definitely have seen that at the end of the day, this is a super pro-consumer move. Obviously, the ponies hate that, right? They hate pro-consumerism. They want you to go back to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Just be slave to the box. Whatever PlayStation decides to give you, you gotta just take it. All right, that's crazy. That's crazy. Demo, I'm gonna get you in before I do.
Yeah, go ahead,
homie. My boy, Space Shot of the building.
Space Shot
here, man. Thank
Let's
you for finding
go.
chat. Says
Thank
C
you.
Money rhyming high and low, spinning what he knows. Ponies eating all that crow. Them bars deserve some dough.
Oh,
Go
shit.
Space Shot.
Get in the
Let's
Concord
go.
album. Get in that Concord album.
yes. That was fire.
Been unlocked.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. And
Oh.
oh my god, Split Money
And there's
With
Super
money.
chat. Exposed.
It's called
Exposed.
CMoney.
You're
What?
exposed. Oh my god. God damn it. Why? No, off the street. Yeah. Mana.
Oh
Motherfuckers,
my
yo.
god.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Oh, it was. I thought you didn't read it.
Yeah.
That's just a song. I heard the music and I was like, let's go.
Fucking guy.
I
All right,
didn't
all right,
see
all
it.
right. Demo in the building. What's up, dude? What do you
What's good,
tell us?
player?
What do you think? What do you think, Cole?
Hey man. My only question is, bro, like, why I haven't seen, and I was talking to my boys today, to Archangel Nexus and Power Buzz, and I also had AGN, shout out to him, coming through the show today. And we're like just wondering, like, why there's nobody complaining about it on Steam, about like Steam being on Xbox. Like, nobody feels like Xbox is stealing anything from them. In fact, everybody's happy as hell because they're like, oh shit, maybe I don't have to spend $1,000 or $2,000 on a PC. Maybe the next Xbox is gonna be more affordable than a PC. It's gonna give me similar performance, and it's gonna give me the console experience, which is like, basically what everybody's looking for. I mean, in the gaming space, because PC, in my opinion, is not a big deal, but some other people feel like it's super complicated. So Xbox is just simplifying things, and I believe that this is the way to go, and it's just super pro consumer. They pushing really hard Xbox Play Everywhere, which I believe, and right now is like my top reason to buy games. It happens with Assassin's Creed, for example. Shadows, I've been wanting to play Shadows. I got it, but I didn't buy it on Xbox. And why? Because it wasn't Xbox Play Everywhere. So instead, what I did was like what any normal smart human being would have done. I got it on Ubisoft Plus. And what did I get? I get to play it there, for a month or two. If I don't want to keep playing it, that's it. I'm still saving $30. If I spend 2 months in Ubisoft Plus, I spend $30 less. I did the smart thing for me. I'm the one winning. Ubisoft also got something out of it, right? This is like meeting in the middle. Like, they got something out of it. They got a money that they weren't even supposed to have. You know what I'm saying?
You could play it on Xbox, right?
Yeah, I got it on Ubisoft Plus, and it's Xbox Everywhere, basically. Play everywhere on Ubisoft Plus. But if you buy it on Xbox, you get access to the cloud only. If you buy it or you have Ubisoft Plus, an active account with the game, you can play everywhere, literally. So, I mean,
PC, exactly, right?
Not PlayStation.
PlayStation
only has.
Look, they are isolated. Their ecosystem is isolated, and for a second, they were winning that battle, and everybody was like, oh, we need to go with them because they're exclusive. But then it's like, they so exclusive that they're doing their own thing, but we don't want to just have that. We want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So at the end of the day, yeah, Sony PlayStation, they probably have more exclusives now than Xbox, which they don't even have, because Xbox right now have more exclusives. Indiana Jones, Forza still hasn't released, and what's the other game that
Avowed just came out?
Avowed just came out.
We had plenty of exclusives,
Towerborn
right?
is coming in days. Towerborn, and so on and so forth. And the only one that they have is Astrobot. PlayStation Studios, I'm talking about PlayStation Studios, the only game that is exclusive to the PlayStation only, right here, this moment, is Astrobot. And I'm talking about PlayStation 5. No, don't bring me that bullshit, blood porn, and all that crap that is old as hell and nobody cares about. You know what I'm saying?
Not even from software.
Clip this shit, because I know a lot of people going to be like, oh, demo on his bad takes. Yeah. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
If people really gave a shit about it and it was so popular, they would have already made it, because it's like, straight up money, like real money right away. The same thing goes for Killzone. The same thing goes for all these forgotten franchises out there. So in my opinion, this is amazing, an amazing move by Xbox, and I can't wait to see what they do with this. I'm loving the Xbox Play Everywhere push. I feel like this is like one of my favorite features. That is an actual next gen feature. It's the actual future, bro. Like, why in the hell? Imagine, bro, I was giving these people this example today. Imagine going to Foot Locker and buying a pair of Jordans, but these motherfuckers only work and they only show up in your feet when you are in the kitchen. You step out of the kitchen, and this motherfucker is only exclusive to the kitchen. You cannot wear them anywhere. It's just like, it's just dumb. It's just freaking dumb. It's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make, like, my car, it only works in the highway. When I step out the highway, I have to catch the bus. Park it out there, catch the bus, go in the back street. It's like, it doesn't make sense, bro. You bought your shit. Like, okay, we know how it is with the digital property, right? We don't really own it because one day, you know, they decide, like, you know, the licenses or everything, something is fucked up, and, you know, you end up losing the game. At least let me use it for what it's worth, and I'll pay the money. Let me use it everywhere. This shit is compatible. You cannot tell me that a game that runs on the Xbox cannot run on PlayStation and vice versa. Like, matter of fact, these motherfuckers are running on their phone, on a freaking phone. Like, people are talking about, like, what's this game with the sword that's coming on PlayStation? What is it? Like, they're capping for it. Ghost or something. It's not Ghost of Yote.
Ghost of Yote?
No, the other one with the guy with the real heart that's a bunch of shit with the weapons. What is it?
Phantom Blade Zero?
Yeah, there you go. That shit is on
Phantom
mobile.
Blade Zero, yeah.
So that shit is not even
Lost Souls Aside. Is that also like PlayStation or something?
Oh, Lost Souls Aside, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Phantom Blade. Yeah, that one.
Phantom Blade
So
Zero,
yeah, that game is coming down on mobile too. So is that an exclusive really of PlayStation when you can just play it on every freaking phone? Don't be ridiculous, man. This is dumb. This is why Xbox did, like, bro. This is fucking dumb. We already giving people the opportunity to play games on a Fire Stick, on a regular TV, on a screen, without the need of the console. We might as well, you know what? Yeah, just let them play it natively. It makes sense. It's good for the game. It's good for the studios. People are not going to start. That extra money is probably for the new freaking coffee maker, or, you know, maybe pizza night or some shit. But, you know, it's extra, bro. It's extra. And you know what? These studios and these people, they deserve to be paid properly, and they deserve to keep their jobs, because I feel like, you know, some games, they hit in certain platforms. Like, for example, Helldivers is out of the top 10 in freaking PlayStation, but it's in the top 10 in freaking, you know, Steam. So if you think about it, the game hit hard on Steam, and it didn't hit as hard on PlayStation. So the thing is, like, this game is surviving due to being available in different platforms. And look, that's a beautiful thing. There's really nothing wrong with that. I feel like Sony PlayStation, if they go ahead and, you know, and follow the Xbox model, be opening up their doors, right, to more gamers, they could be a force to be reckoned with. Right around they ask, bro. And look, going back to the Steam on Xbox, read this shit. What does it say? Opening, bro, 8 billion doors. So, bro, a little bit of reading comprehension goes a long way. You know, I know my English isn't the best. You know, my primary language is Spanish. I hope you know that shit. But opening 1 billion doors to me sounds like more possibilities, more accessibility, and a lot more things happening and going on for the ecosystem.
Yep.
So I'm loving this right here, and I just can't wait to see what the hell Xbox is doing. And I want to see GOG, I want to see CD Keys, I want to see Epic Games Launcher, I want to see everything, bro. Origins, I don't give a damn. I want everything to be unified in the console. And I can see Xbox doing this, because now if they start doing the whole thing with the manufacturers like MSI and, you know, Asus and all of that, it makes you feel like, damn, this is the freaking future. Xbox is like, I'll let you guys play. I'm just gonna make games. Y'all motherfuckers can still play in your favorite box with your favorite controller. We're just gonna focus on the games, which is my opinion what Sony PlayStation should do. Instead of trying to sell you a console, bro, do a better job making these games, bro. Do a better job keeping these people with food in their plates. Because you know what I mean? Like, making the games is what really brings in the money. And this is all about the games, bro. I could give a shit, bro, when I play my games. I love Xbox, bro. But, like, if Xbox disappear tomorrow, I'm going to continue to play games, bro. I'm not going to quit. I'm 38 and I still play this shit like I'm 10, bro. I get locked in. I was playing Assassin's Creed. I'm like, oh, my God, bro. I love this shit. And it just made me realize this is what I love, bro. And it doesn't matter what box, I'm going to keep playing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Xbox is getting ready for the future. If some shit go AWOL with their console hardware, they're still going to be able to be around for years and years. And people have to, like, now They had to count. They had to take them into account. There's no way that you can ignore Xbox. Go open your Twitter feed right now. How many, bro? It's trending 24/7. Ain't no news about PlayStation. In fact, these motherfuckers are scrambling so hard for Xbox, negative content that they looking bad, bro. They looking bad out here. Like Xbox, for example. Shout out to him and clip this shit, motherfucker. Like, bro, like you are scrambling so hard. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, I know you want to make your salt content, but there's really no salt in here. We're eating good. And they say ridiculous things like, oh, look at the Xbox Game Pass month. It sucked. Bro, the month is not over. We got Ironfall dropping. Check this out, bro. We just had like games dropping on Game Pass, dope ass games. Skate 3 or 4 got announced. Doom is about to drop. Fuck you talking about, bro? You guys are crazy in the head, bro. You guys are you guys have issues. Go get a therapist. Talk to somebody. You feel alone, bro? Hit me up, bro. Hey, shit, man. I hope you
don't hit us up.
Bro,
Fuck
yeah,
that
shit.
shit.
No, but I said like if you're feeling lonely, you're feeling depressed and shit about this shit, bro. Like talk to me, bro. I hope you are. Like it doesn't matter, man. Gaming is looking beautiful, bro. I'm so excited for this year. Every game that has dropped this year so far hasn't disappointed, bro. Like, bro, come on. Vow, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was amazing, an amazing remake that it just made me love the game even more than I did before. Now we got Assassin's Creed with all the controversy. Say what you want. If you told me that Assassin's Creed is a bad game, as a game, you can talk shit about the story. Yeah, Ubisoft been fucking around with history for a long time, bro. Like they've been fucking up for a long time. Who cares? I don't want a history lesson. I went to school for that shit. I came over here for fun shit, And about whole gate shit, you got a choice. If you went ahead and click that button and you feel bi-curious and all, that's on you. That's on you because that's on you. So it is what it is. It's different when it's like a story that is gonna go down like that no matter what. Like The Last of Us, it went down like that. There's no way you can change that. It is what it is. But in Assassin's Creed, you got the choice. You even got a mode that is like canon mode. None of that shit happened. None of that. All of that is out the window for other people who feel some type of way about it. My life is motherfucking woke. I don't want to get into the topic, but I live in Miami. Hey, there's Latinos, they're black, there's people from the Middle East, there's Jews, there's people from everywhere, bro. There's gay, straight, trans, people who identify themselves as a dog, weird ass people crawling in the street with a leash and shit. Bro, it's weird as hell here in real life too. I'm gonna tell you that. And bro, look, I promise you, video games, bro, it's just that. It's just pixels. This is not real people. This is not real characters. This is not accuracy. It's not accurate when it comes to the story. None of that. Like video games is for fun, bro. Just enjoy the shit. We're having a great year. I can't imagine, bro. We still got Doom. We have Outer Worlds. Like, picture this shit, bro. Like it's crazy. Come on, man. What are we doing? And look, now Xbox come over here with this news that we've been talking about for a long time, unifying gaming, making it more accessible. Like, why do you guys hold PlayStation such, like a god? The PlayStation god. We all have to kneel before your king and shit. Like it ain't shit. It ain't doing shit. PlayStation, like they can money hat whatever the other one, but PlayStation, they're not doing shit, bro. They're not giving you a good value, and they're not giving you games. So stop it. Stop twisting shit around.
I wonder if people will figure that out, Demo. I wonder if people will start changing the energy, right? Because like some point, you just gotta like move away, like move on, right?
Bro,
just an FYI for people. Two things. Ubisoft Plus, they do have an annual discount right now, $108 for the year. If you guys want to take that, and sadly, George Foreman just passed away. I don't know if people care, but like,
George
Rest
Foreman.
in peace, man. Sucks.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
R.I.P.
So with Assassin's Creed, Hargy, I don't know if you saw, Demo got a little bit into it. How do you feel about what they're trying to put out there? And these are actual choices.
We're going to be talking about Assassin's
Oh, but
Creed Shadows.
okay.
a little
Yeah, but
out.
what
didn't-
time, CMoney?
I didn't know if you were.
When tomorrow?
Yeah, Mos, let me just say everything I gotta say because I gotta go.
Nah,
Got
not really. I
it.
still got
I
a
thought-
good 45 minutes of
thought-
me still. Yeah, we'll
There
see.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna. I mean, you can answer, but I'm saying like we're gonna talk about it a little bit because
Yeah.
If it's a topic, then I'll just wait. Right, I'll wait for the topic. But
Okay.
All right, yeah. Let's do the topic
All right, let's do a
a little
topic. Let's
later.
get it.
But baby, after like we had some time to let this simmer, right? You see that now Steam making its way to Xbox, the Xbox ecosystem. You know, this is like aside from the laughing at the pony, because honestly, I got it like 100%. PlayStation games is the least exciting part of Steam coming. to
Seriously
Xbox.
though.
I don't give a shit about any of those PlayStation games coming to being accessible on Xbox. It means nothing to me. And I almost guarantee that for the vast majority of people who are in this chat or who are around, they really don't give a fuck about any of those PlayStation games. They'll play one or two if it suits them, but they don't care. Nobody cares, right? That's why
I
you
think
look
the
at the top
Spider-Man
10
games
and nobody shows up.
might be
Maybe
like,
Spider-Man
cool to
just
have
because it's such
everywhere,
a
right? Like, just-
universal.
yeah, exactly.
It's a universal game. Nobody's gonna link that to PlayStation in the casual sense, right? Like the people who are gonna be like, "Oh, I could play Spider-Man, dope," right? But outside of that, it's so few and far between. So the real excitement, right? Because I think it can get lost with the pony bullshit. Is that we are now going to be in a scenario where, like, we were watching that Future Game Show. Now it's not a great example because the Future Game Show wasn't like, you know,
Better
great.
than the sale
But-
play. Better than
Yeah,
the sale play.
that was-
Better than the
better
sale
than
play.
State of Play.
Well,
That's true.
anything,
There
the
were
bar's
actually quite
really
a few
low.
good
The
ones,
bar
man.
is pretty low.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rub it in. Better than the state of play.
Yeah.
but there were games on there, and I'm just saying, like, in our new scenario that we would have, we would be watching that show, and there are a lot of games on there that said coming to Steam. Done. No consoles involved. And in that world, when this takes place, we would also be saying coming to Steam and Xbox PC, right? Like that's literally what that's going to say now, because there will be no difference between the two, right? There will be no difference between the two. So that's going to be
And
huge.
World of
We will-
Warcraft will suddenly be available on a
World of Warcraft, Our History Untold, right? All these games there's so many games that are on
Half-Life.
PC.
Oh,
that are
Counter
stuck
Strike.
But
Oh my
Half-Life-
god.
Half-Life is on console, right? Half-Life.
Well, they have the
Half-Life
Steam, they have the they have the orange box.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
orange
yeah, yeah.
box. But
Yeah,
I would
the
say
orange
like
box, that-
all the other ones like and shit. And the new
CS:GO
one, the
2
new
though,
one,
I
too.
don't think has been ported yet. I don't
No,
think Dota is
and-
on console, right?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
not
There's
yet.
just so many, right? There's so many games that are on there,
Yeah.
and they come out, and no consoles get involved in that, right? Where now that's changing everything, and it's not just like, again, it's dope for us. Don't get me wrong, like that's so fucking sick that we would be able to go ahead and play these games. I'm sure you guys have it. I have stupid amount of Steam games because I went through a phase of buying a bunch of Steam games every time there was a sale.
Too many
Spend
sales. with, like,
$6 and
Like,
get
sure.
148 games and shit.
Right?
It's like crazy shit. So like I have so many games on there, and I just haven't had the desire to download them on my PC. But on the Xbox, man, who knows what they do, right? Who knows if they find a way to let you stream these games, right? Or even just through streaming your console, you now will be able to stream these fucking Steam games, right? That are downloaded on your console, right? So like there's so much upside for us, but think about these smaller devs, right? Who can only put their game on PC, right? Baby, if you remember last year in PAX,
Yes.
right? When we were down there, talked to a lot of devs, and they're like, yeah, we're putting it on PC. Hopefully things go
Hoping, yeah.
well, and we could bring it to Xbox and PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the name of the game, bro. Like these devs out here working on PCs, trying to go ahead and fucking make some shit happen for them, have been in a position where their games are very console worthy, right? Like, you know, they're the type of game that might do well on a console, but they just can't afford to put it on the console, right? Because there's costs associated with it,
Mhm.
and they just can't.
That's just
So they
dev
put
time.
they
Yeah,
just put it on
that
Steam. They don't have
too.
the bandwidth to do it, right? They don't
Yeah.
have a bunch of people who are able to do it, right? So you go ahead and you see that, and it's like, yo, now these people are going to have a whole new group of people who are open and willing to buy games, to be able to be like, hey, check this out. We have a game coming out. It's going to be on Steam and Xbox PC, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's going to be a thing, y'all.
I mean,
And
Satya
that's
did
huge.
say he is against exclusives, right? He's just kind of tearing down, they're just tearing down the barriers and finding a different way around it, because this is what the competition, or so-called competition, continues to try to do. And so they weren't playing nice. So he said, no problem. We're going to figure out a way around it. I love that now they're kind of like moving like Microsoft does, right? I feel like it's amazing because they're sitting there and they're taking things from Netflix and all these other, you know, platforms that are doing so well. And it's like, your sugar daddy, it's like, go by that example, right? Go ahead and take some notes from that, and it's kind of all just gelling together. You brought up such a great point. And like, we do see, and the developers, they have to put their games out there as soon as they can. So if it's ready to PC, they're not going to hold back and say, well, let me make, you know, the Xbox version or whatever else. They're not going to hold off. They need that money to come back in. You also forget that when we were at PAX, a lot of them are kind of, they have like a regular job while they're working on these games, right? So they need to get these games out there kind of like as quick as possible, and that just is it just shows the passion behind what they're making. So it's great to have a bigger audience, right? It's beneficial again for them as well. And Hargi, you brought up an important point. Spider-Man, yes, some people, I mean, we've seen it in our chat, that's the only game that they would, you know, gravitate towards. Is not a
Yeah.
PlayStation IP, right? So this is not something
Exactly.
that they created. This Spider-Man is a freaking superhero. It's Marvel. They have a fan base that, you know, maybe they don't have a freaking PlayStation. They prefer Xbox, and this is going to be their time to go ahead and enjoy these games. And I love that they found a way, and it's been on the hush hush. This had to be difficult. It's been well executed. They're kind of like getting to a point that it's all coming together, and I can't even imagine with how they had steps ahead set up what they are planning for later on. But the fact is that they kept it on the hush hush, and the way that they're executing this, where they're essentially disarming every other platform and saying to the consumer, this is the place to be, right?
It's a beautiful
I
thing.
mean, come on, man.
It's a beautiful thing, and they're doing it, and they're forcing the hand, right? They're
Yeah,
doing
for
it
sure.
because they're saying we're not going to be stuck living in this life that these other consoles are trying to define.
They're
for us.
forcing the hand, but it's not coming off in
It's
that
not
way
hurt- and it doesn't hurt
because
us in any
yes,
way, shape, or
because
form.
I
Yeah.
feel like the way that they're presenting it is, or in the way, I brought it up. Yes, was it yesterday? Yes, we had our show last night. And we got into this, and the way that they're doing it is kind of like, this is they're putting the games first, they're putting the developers first, they're putting the consumers first, right? This all kind of ties in, and it's beneficial to them. Like, what a better way to do something that is convenient for everyone. That's why it's so difficult to process why people are so upset about this. You know,
Because they're PlayStation morons.
Exactly, yo. They're the only ones in there feeling.
They
they're
know
the
what's
only
up.
Ones who would go ahead and see
Yeah.
something so amazing, seeing a fundamental shift in the industry they claim to love,
yeah,
Yeah.
and think it's a bad thing and want to hold it back. Yet,
I mean, they're
if
just
this
stuck in
was
that old
Sony doing
mindset,
it,
right?
if Sony was the one who flipped the script and said, you know, this is how we're going to make
they'd
more
be
money,
all
we're
over
going to
it.
do all this.
Of
They'll be
course,
all
that's the
over
thing.
it.
Yeah. They
They'll
amazing.
be
Genius.
all over it.
It's genius. The thing is that when PlayStation kind of, submits to the situation and it's on board about anything that Xbox is leading on, it's going to seem almost as if PlayStation came up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when
So-
they will be okay with it.
Facts.
So I got a question for you guys. I said this before, where I think PlayStation's going to eventually yield to this new model and just do the same bloody thing. Do you think that they will eventually just become another bloody Xbox, change over to just take this model? Now that doesn't mean they have to like give up their store. They could bring it to PC, right? They could have the whole ecosystem from their perspective, but it would then be a PC. It would basically do the same thing, be Windows, and plug in the other stores, right? And so it could be theirs, or they just say, no, we're just going to take this. Because the problem is, ultimately, they want to sell their games. The dev cost is there to put it on PlayStation, which is a very different architecture, and then bring it over to Steam. Or they could just say, we're just putting it on PC. We have one target, and it goes to multiple stores, and we're done. The dev cost is so much lower. That's a good thing, isn't it? And then eventually you just have the ecosystem. Now you could say, I put it on SteamOS. Who cares though? SteamOS just says, I'll take your Windows code and work. It doesn't matter, right? So, this just seems like the ultimate, to me, it seems like the ultimate path. When that happens, I don't know. But I think
it's the end
PlayStation's
game.
going
The end-
to
yeah.
It's the end game
And they're
for
gonna do
gaming,
that.
right? That's when gaming is going to take its final form.
Mhm.
When we're past where you're playing it and it's just the games, right?
I
That's
think
that's going to be the final form of
I
gaming.
think it's going to get to the point where I think they're not going to have a choice, right? It's just going to make sense
think
for
that's
them
it.
to exactly go along with it.
Yeah.
Period.
And
Go ahead, see.
I think it's probably
differentiate
gonna have a
on
lot
what
to do-
hardware they give you, right? And actually be like
Exactly.
like I have a TV from XYZ. Sony puts out a TV. They don't make it incompatible with everybody else. They just make a
Yes.
TV that has better features. That's perfect. Go do that. You don't have to.
I
like,
mean,
make it a
that's
pain in
a
the neck.
developer's dream, right? To freaking not have to go ahead and jump through hoops and trying to figure all this stuff out. But it all makes sense though. That's the way to go ahead and do things. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. The thing that I think is going to escalate the scenario is whether or not Xbox does in fact drop this next gen console and put this plan into effect before PlayStation goes live, right? With whatever they're planning to do next, right? Because if it's in fact true that next year there's supposed to be the new Xbox coming, I know there's some, Jess Corden says he heard that they're aiming for 2027. Sure. Does that make sense to me? I don't think so. I think it's such a waste. Why go in 2027 when you go in 2026 and hit all your anniversary dates and all that shit, especially since who knows when the next console is going to come out, right? So this is your last chance to kind of make good on any of these ideas you had where launch with Halo and the new console at the same time, launch on an anniversary that works, you know what I'm saying? So that would just make sense to me. But if they do go ahead and come out first and this starts taking effect, how antiquated would PlayStation be seen if they come out in 2028 with the same old song and dance? Hey guys, if you want to play our games, it's only on the PlayStation. So one game, we're gonna do a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like, what are you even doing? Who's going to think that makes sense in 2028 when in 2026 we done been opened up and we've seen? It's like it's like the blind getting vision. You know what I'm saying? It's like, holy shit, this is what it can be. I can just buy a game anywhere I find it the cheapest. Let me ask you a question. When you go to if you still have a 4K Blu-ray player like some of us do, okay? If you go to Best Buy and buy that movie, even though I don't think they sell movies anymore, but let's just say they did,
they
and
really
you spent
don't.
$32 on it, or I went to Amazon, bought the same movie, and I spent $19 on it. Does my Blu-ray player reject it because where I
exactly.
bought it? No,
Right.
no, they don't
Exactly.
care. You bought the
And it's
damn movie,
bit
you
for
watch it
bit the
where you
same
have
bloody thing, right? You're getting the
Mhm.
same
Exactly.
experience anyway. So yeah,
Exactly.
Um,
We enjoy content, not boxes, fam. I don't understand how these
Yep.
people don't get it. Again, listen, when Microsoft was in it and they were still in the mud, right? You guys were talking a lot of shit. So we're gonna pop off, right? We're not gonna just stay quiet. What are we, some bitches? No, we ain't no pabs. Okay. You talk shit, we're gonna talk more shit, right? That's just the way it is. But now Microsoft said, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't shit. All right, y'all ain't shit. We're doing better. We're doing bigger. We leaving y'all in the hood. We out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they did. They elevated. They said we ain't staying there no more. Right? This is the reality of what it is. And you got to see it for what it is, man. This is going to change so much for so many people, devs, gamers, publishers, everybody. Right? You get out of this ridiculous situation where you're forced to go ahead and take your game and stick it somewhere and not have it seen by the rest of the world. Listen, if these deals were lucrative, right? If they were so lucrative that it made sense, then I would say, oh, they're going to miss having these deals from PlayStation. But how many times have we seen a game that took a bag from PlayStation come out and be like, yeah, we had to let go of some people. This didn't work out. It's like, obviously the bag wasn't enough, right? So it's not enough to stop yourself from releasing everywhere.
Mhm.
You need to be everywhere. The industry is going through some crazy shit right now, where as much as us hardcore people love playing a assortment of games, unfortunately, we are in the minority, in such a minority. It's crazy. The vast majority of people who game are playing a two handful of games. Like, how many games? Two hands worth of games. Fucking Fortnite, FIFA, Roblox, Call
Minecraft.
of Duty, Minecraft, right? Like Madden, NBA, right? Like, this is just what it is, bro. Like, there's only so many games that are being played because we introduced the worst thing that ever happened
know.
to gaming outside of, I mean, it's not the worst thing because it's great, but like the
Yeah.
worst thing that happened to all the other games was the creation of the forever game,
Mhm.
right? These games that are, before that was an MMO, right? If you guys all remember, before the forever games were MMOs. There were games that you would be like, those people actually pay every month to like play that game. Like, what's fucking wrong with them, right? They pay like $20. Meanwhile, every month, I don't even want to know how much I spent on the goddamn skins from Fortnite or goddamn Call of Duty. Okay, I don't want to know. All right, I don't want to know. All right, so it's just that we're in a whole different place now, and these games can't afford. Like, it's heartbreaking when you see a really good game, like a really high quality game, not some cash grab or copycat. I'm not talking about Astro by here that's just fucking Mario reskinned. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about real, like, amazing games that really push things forward, and because they're limited in reach, they don't get the light that they should receive, right? And they should be seen, but they can't be, or they're not being seen because they have less eyes on it, right? Half the gaming community is like, I don't care about that game. That game is whack because it's not on my console, right? Like, that's the way it works. That's the way these people see it. So we're going into a world where gaming is better for everyone. And as they've done time and time again, it is in fact Xbox who is leading the way. They are creating the yellow brick road, right? They are creating the yellow brick road.
So several things to think about. First, it's execution. If they get it right, yes, this will totally disrupt everything. Second is if they go down this path, the paywall for online access goes away, right? So now if you're on the other side, you have to pay for cloud saves, you have to pay for online access, right? That is a deterrent, right? Do people want to keep doing that? Okay, you can do that if you like. You don't do that when you're playing on PC, right? So that's going to have to go away. So Microsoft's going to have to adopt that model, which again, they've replaced that with the black hole games that they have, which just keep printing money. So they're good there, right? So execution. Now, if It is a 2-year difference, and they cement this, and it starts to work. It is going to be very challenging for PlayStation to come in with the same exact model and make sense of it. I don't know if that works. So, and this is the part that just keeps getting crazier. King David kept saying, hashtag no PlayStation 6. What if he's fucking right? What if they see the market and say, yo, this isn't going to work anymore? And they're like, we need to radically change what we're putting out. It's a hypothetical. This is all hypothetical. But what if that happens? Because if they really do have 2 years to cement this, it's going to be very hard for consumers to want to go back to that, right? So, because understand, now it's never about hardware, because the hardware shifts whenever you want it to. You can buy anything you want at any power level at any time. You're no longer locked into the box. You are locked into whatever you want to buy for however long you want to keep it, right? It just changes the whole gamut, right? You think about PC gaming, I'll buy my PC and use it for 5 years. I'll buy my PC like you did and say, well, I have a 4090, but I'm going to get a 5090. Okay. Nobody's stopping you. Do whatever you want, right? It's up to you. So now the power level is on you. Do whatever you want. This is never going to be the same for PlayStation. PlayStation's going to have to do they're going to buy, set an APU performance spec, and that's where it'll stay. Versus you can say, well, the 6090 came out. I'll buy that. You do whatever you want. You can have any power level you want, and you got the full ecosystem of Xbox, right? How do you say no to that, right? At some point, it overshadows what you have on the other side, right? Nintendo can pull it off, unless PlayStation had 20 games coming out within a couple of years. Why would you want it, right? You'd have to have something so compelling to pull you away from this ecosystem. So this is going to be a very interesting test of how they react, right? So if they do have 2 years, it's going to be very hard for people to then say, I'm going to ignore this, which gives me all these games, all these discounts, all these stores, all the subscription services at whatever tier I want. And I'm going to say no to that and go back to this. Okay, Nintendo can pull it off because their exclusives really are cool, and they give you stuff every year, right? They give you a good number of games every year.
Their exclusives really are cool though. Like that's the
They
problem.
are,
Like what
right?
what is
And that's why we go
PlayStation
there.
gonna bring to the
150 million.
table? Man.
That's the problem. That's where I'm going to get to, right? It's most people buy a PlayStation because of brand recognition.
Nice.
Cool. But a lot of people know Windows. And once that shift starts happening, and you're like, wait, I get all the PlayStation games, I get all the Xbox games, I get all the EA games, I get everybody's games, and I get all the subscription services, and I don't pay for online anymore. Where's the negative? So why am I not over here? Right? And I can pick any device I want. Anybody's, right? It can be Asus, it can be, Dell, it could be Lenovo, it could be Xbox. They don't, whatever you want. No problem. Wherever you want to play, right? Okay, wait a second. So why am I stuck with this box? So there's people that are still going to be very enthusiastic. How many of those are there? I don't know. I don't know what the number is, right? We will see. So then it becomes a question of if they want to continue to have market share, do they continue to go down that path? And like you pointed out, publishers are also going to notice. They're going to say, okay, hold on. How many customers are you going to have? Is it worth my time to put the game there when I can put it on Steam and I cover everything? Why is that a bad thing, right? I might, instead of putting it on PlayStation, there's this other platform coming up called Switch 2. I might just put my energy there. Because a lot of people are probably still going to end up buying that platform. It's like, okay, cool. So I've got 100 million of those. I'll target that. And then what's PlayStation going to have? And this is where it becomes very interesting. I still think there's brand recognition power there with PlayStation. So we will see how that works out. But it does come to how many years ahead of time does Xbox do this, and execution. If they do it right, man, it's going to change the industry. So we will see what they do.
Well, I mean, the beauty is that they're clearly so far all in on this, right? Like they are crazy in on this entire idea. And again, if you just follow Microsoft's footprints, they've already done this. They've executed this exact plan already in the Microsoft ecosystem, and the PlayStation they had to deal with before was Apple. This was the exact scenario. They were in the same battle. We have exclusives, Apple has exclusives. We want to have Apple users come to Windows platform because our Office suite is better than Apple's suite. And you know what? They didn't. Okay. Apple's people just stood the fuck there and said, you know what? Yeah, it's not Office, but it's good enough. And this is where we're staying. And Microsoft finally said, and we really going to let Apple have the opportunity to actually make a competing Office suite and let it grow without any competition, because those Apple people are so ingrained there? Or do we say, fuck it, let's take our Office suite, make it work on Apple, and fight them on their own fucking turf? And they've done that, and they did it. And look now, this is everything outside of gaming. Again, I will have to say, you got to, even in this case, Microsoft was the first people to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you look at, when it comes to this type of situation outside of games, everywhere else has completely torn down the accessibility wall, right? You have whatever program you want is on Windows. Apple is still PlayStation though, right? Because there's still some things that don't work on Apple because people have to make it work over there in comparison to Windows. Very few things, but there's still some things that do, right? So it's really up
You
to
don't leave
PlayStation.
money on the
Honestly,
table, man.
yeah,
And
well,
that's
you don't,
exactly
and that's
what
why
they're
Xbox
doing.
is smart, right? This is
Yes.
where PlayStation is stupid. They may very well just continue doing the same thing. They may very well just show it with another box. And you know what? That box may very well sell to the same 50, 60, 70 million people
Yep.
who don't
Yeah,
care
no, I
enough
think like
to
Satya
pay
Nadella came
attention.
in and reversed course on that whole thing, which to look, I'm an IT guy, right? For me, that was very good because I hated having to hear, oh, I want to be on a Mac. Why can't I get Office there? It's like they got rid of all that problem for me, right? It's like, yes, it's there. Here you go. May not be at full feature parity. They'll get there eventually, but you know what? At least you have it. Keep using your Mac, right? And they said, hey, our server software, we're going to put that on Linux. Great. That's actually awesome, right? So I can run SQL Server on there. That's awesome. Like, why not? I can run PowerShell on. That's great. Like, why not, right? So these are things that like they're changing, and they're like, yeah, go ahead. Like wherever you want to be, we're gonna put. They released VS Code, which is a code editor, and it's anywhere you want to use it, and it took off. Everybody loves it. Every platform. It's like, yes, why not, right? So that's the thing you want to do. And then he opened up open source and said, let's go ahead and put stuff out there in open source. They were very adamantly against open source. And then like he said, no, let's take it. They're the number one open source code provider. So they do that. On top of that, they bought GitHub to keep it alive, right? So they just keep going down that path, which has been pretty cool. So yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. It's like, we're everywhere. We don't care. You want to put stuff on Android? No problem. You want to put stuff on iOS? No problem. You want to put so they went everywhere, right? So that's a good path, and it's been working. They're making money hand over fist. It's great,
of course,
right? So
of course,
not locking yourself down. They're like, hey,
the
Windows has to
money-
compete, right?
Exactly.
So Windows has to compete against other platforms, and it should do it on its own and not be, oh, we will just lock all of our software then that you have to come over there. No, like Windows has to give enough features for you to say, I want to use it, right? And that's a much better path, right? I like that.
That's
because
what
that
Phil
means
just
when
said
iOS
about
does stuff, when Mac OS does stuff, they have to. And when
There's
Firefox and Chrome came out, they're like, oh crap, we have to compete with that. Now you get Edge, right? And they're like, okay, we're gonna get these features. Like that's what you want. You want the competition, so they keep going out, giving you better stuff at lower price. That's the beauty of it, right? So, like, yeah, I love it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm muted. I
That's
was trying to speak the whole
Yep.
time, and I was muted. Yeah. It's kind of ironic that every time that the Microsoft and Xbox, they continue to be called the bad ones, And every time it's just people trying to block their way into making everything more accessible and more global, right, and easier. And then now they're trying to do the same thing with gaming, and not it's not to defend them. They're not my friends. They possibly gonna they're trying to get my money. I'm trying to save some money. I'm trying to have more fun and play more, right, and spend less. And they're making it easier for us, and people are still hating on it. So, like Hargy said, this is gonna be, it's gonna switch a lot of narratives now, and people are gonna start to open their eyes and finally see their plan, and finally, eventually, this is like one perfect example of like hard work pays off. And people eventually are gonna find out that all the good that you're doing and all the innovation, eventually is gonna be like they're gonna have to give them flowers for this. And like bro, like the Apple example, I love that you said that, Hargi, because he just like the best way on doing things. Like, okay, you don't want to sell your shit on my store, but you allow me to sell my shit in your store. You know what? Fuck it.
Demo was listening.
Yeah, no, for real. I was playing
CMoney brought it up.
I was playing FIFA, but I was saying, but yeah,
We heard the clicking, Demo. I can't check your private chat.
And that's why I couldn't talk, because y'all got me muted and I didn't notice because I had my.
Well, you got to mute it yourself.
Like
no, Demo talks. And he's like, everybody listen. And then everybody else is talking. He's like, it's like, come on.
Hey, I gotta unlock these cards. So anyway,
just mute it when you're playing, so we don't hear the clicking. That's all.
Yeah.
I know, my bad. I got a new controller, so it's kind of clicking now. I love it. There you go. It's so good.
Oh, that was dope.
That's
yeah. But anyways, man, it's so freaking cool that we're seeing all of this happening and unfolding in real time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, right, the naysayers, the haters, the ponies, the horses, the gallopers, the Pegasus nations, the duckies, right, the lackeys, all of that.
Wait. Los sancocheros.
Los sancocheros, that's right. Los sancocheros. But anyways, bro, this gotta be like a slap in their face right now. Like when they see this, and look,
they had to know this was coming, though. It wasn't like it wasn't like out there.
They are downplaying it, CMoney. Like if you go on Twitter, you see, Xbox had to go back to Daddy Steam like that or something like that. Like, are you stupid? But it's the thing. Like PC guys are not looking at this like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw away my PC and get an Xbox only. Like they're looking at it like, oh shit. Now we got
options.
more possibilities. We got more options. Maybe the 5090.
They hate options.
They like you said, they want to be back to being slaves. That's literally their
so
life.
Crazy,
their life just live, and it's just like so sad because they just making PlayStation worse, and that's it. They really making PlayStation worse. And look, it's funny because here's the thing: PlayStation has some great IPs, bro. And people really believe that we hate them, bro. We just want them to bring shit back. We just want them to bring out games that we're gonna get to enjoy. And it's just like they're not doing that. They're just so focused on money hiding,
floundering
games, and try to flex console sales.
They strip themselves down.
Yeah, try to protect. They like people online. Sony PlayStation's like people online. They try to pretend they're living a life, but they go ahead and cry and they sad and they're depressed and shit. And they out there in social media doing TikTok dances and shit. I'm like, bro, you sad as fuck. Why are you doing dancing out here? Go get your shit together and stop trying to flex on chains and watches on Instagram and shit. And go ahead and work on yourself. And that's what they really need to do. And look, on par is part of. Like it's the fault of the Sony PlayStation fanboy that hadn't called out Sony PlayStation, and everything that they do is perfect, and they kiss whatever Sony PlayStation step. So that's the problem. They need to start calling this out. I don't hear, bro. Like, are you hearing about them saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro is finally worth it because Assassin's Creed runs better than on Xbox? But it runs better.
Use the pistol,
no. Hold on. No, I know. Hold on.
It's PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced, Demo. Did you hear about that?
Bro, it runs better. Yeah, it looks great at 30 FPS. Y'all were like, you guys didn't like
never changes
Starfield because it was 30 FPS. You call it shit, and now you want a cap for 30 FPS on a $700-800 console. Like, you guys are stupid. You deserve everything that's coming to you. You deserve all the chancletazos. You deserve all the spanking, all the jalao oreja. Like, literally, that's what you deserve. Because, like, you out there, like, capping for shit that is, like, it's just insane, bro. I'm so freaking
But
tired,
they
bro.
cap out there, but they weren't supporting these games. They talk all the nonsense.
Nope.
The PlayStation 5
Wow.
Pro, they didn't get the pre-orders that they were hoping to get. And then the people that did spend the money on it didn't go ahead, and once they figure out it was a scam, they haven't said a damn thing. Is
Yeah.
it because the people on X, these gallopers, are not the ones supporting the pisser, and it's those casual gamers that may not know exactly what's going on with this actual box? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is the problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily those people that are yapping out there that are investing on PlayStation.
They're not even playing, bro. Look at what happened with like the Monster Hunter situation. I don't know if you guys covered it.
Yeah,
That-
Monster Hunter was highest on
yeah.
PC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we're
then
gonna-
my
we're gonna-
piece
that's
could tell
actually
us-
the next
that-
topic.
That's the next
That's
topic.
the next topic.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
that's the next
ahead,
topic.
kill it.
Yeah.
So
So
one other
Demo brought
point-
up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hargy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one other thing that this is going to help with from a industry perspective. There's the fight going on with the multiple stores on iOS and Android. At some point, that's going to come to console because they also have one store, and that's locked to that device, except for Xbox, who is now going to say, "We don't care. Anybody's store, we don't care." Anybody you can
Yes.
buy it from, we don't care. We're going to integrate all of them. You have fun. Buy from wherever you like. We don't care. Right? So they're eliminating that problem before it even becomes a problem. PlayStation might get hit by this because they haven't. Nintendo might get hit by this because they haven't. So I'm just telling you, things like that might go in the future. That might be an issue because they're the same. Mac OS, you can install whatever application you want. You can go through their store. You don't have to. Right? Same with Windows. You can buy whatever you want, put it on whatever you want. They don't care. It's vast, wide open. Do whatever you like. Right? So this is going to be a headache. iOS and Android are being hit. They could get hit too, right? And it was been asked, like, hey, what about Xbox? You guys are complaining. What about Xbox? This is their answer. We don't care. Go ahead. Use whatever store you like. So they're taking care of that problem ahead of time.
Agreed.
It's
Agreed.
true.
It's smart. They get ahead of it and be done with
Yep.
it. So we're gonna keep going, but real quick, I got to get the homies. I don't know what happened
Big
here, but they
Migs, what's
stacked up.
good?
Our boy Big Migs with that $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you, fam. Says Demo, we understand you more than DCG. You're good, bro. That's a W. You got the homie X Vault 2. Clip this bitch with that $2 super chat. I would clip it, but I'm unlocking another achievement with the hand and the squirt. That is wild.
Wow.
That's wild.
Wow.
You got the
Should
homie.
you be doing that while you're listening to the podcast?
I mean,
or
how do you think? Well, how else he's gonna get it?
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, this is what
I
they
mean-
do. Dan Lazaro with that too, man. Appreciate you, fan. Thank you for being here. Says Xbox, Activision already have better Spider-Man games. Facts. We just need to get them on that back.
It's true. Hopefully they got that Marvel
Facts.
license to put them back on, right? But we'll see.
Facts. And then you have the homie Ryar Gaming with that $2
Go.
super chat. Appreciate you,
Let's
fam.
go.
Says, don't be a pab.
Don't.
Hit that like and share.
Yes.
Hashtag when CMoney and man are geek. That's funny.
For the second time.
For the second time. For the second time.
Yes.
Oh man.
And I'm assuming
Yes,
Pab
yes.
is pony ass bitch. Is that
But yes.
It's actually no, it's pussy ass bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Pussy
Pussy
ass
ass bitch. Pussy ass
Oh,
bitch.
oh, yeah.
That's the,
I went off a little
Wow.
bit
That's
on
Doodle's.
Tuesday.
Doodle. That rant was
Wow.
epic. That was one for the books. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
Pab and Pabbing came from that.
But
Wow.
for the soft version, pony ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But
Wow.
the real, we know. So just kind of along the same thing, right? Like, understand. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Colbro on Twitter put something out, right? Like, as much as the world would try to tell you that Xbox is somehow down, which is crazy, he went ahead and put this out. This is from December 24th to May 2025. These are the Game Pass, like the big Game Pass games that we're getting from that we already have from December 2024 to May 2025. We got Avowed. We're getting Revenge of Savage Planet. We're getting Expedition 33. We got Indiana Jones.
We can't see that.
You can't see it. Got
No.
it. Now we can see it.
Yes, there we
That's
go.
my bad. So yes, you're getting we got Avowed, getting Revenge of the Savage Planet, getting Expedition 33. We got Indiana Jones, getting Doom the Dark Ages, getting Adam Fall, getting Towerborn, getting South of Midnight, just got 33 Immortals, just got Balatro, just got Sniper Elite Resistance, and got Ninja Gaiden Black 2, the remake or remaster. God damn.
This is the thing. Like, in order for you to say I have nothing to play, you gotta like hate games, right? If you're on Xbox, there are plenty of games to freaking play.
And like, this is just from to May, right? He also went ahead, and I don't know if you guys saw this one, but he went ahead and did this here, the Xbox Studio roadmap, all the way from, you know, basically the first acquisitions to now and to the future. I mean, you can see here he has Avowed, South of Midnight. What was that button? Wasn't there a button to make it bigger?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about. Not that type of
That doesn't exist in money. It is what it is at this point.
that's what it is. Listen,
just accept it. It's never gonna grow. So Avowed, South of Midnight, Towerborn, Doom, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 3 and 4, Outer Worlds 2, Ninja Gaiden 4. Then you got Fable, you got State of Decay 3, you got Clockwork Revolution, E-Day, Gears of War E-Day, Elder Scrolls 6, Contraband, Perfect Dark, Blade, OD, Everwild, the Project Mara, whatever Toys for Bob is working on. And then just more of the shit that's happening down there. Like, just that alone, what has not released yet of just what we know is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 games that he just has listed. This is not even comprehensive. There's so many more that are even missing from here. But just 18 games between now and 2026. Maybe 2027. 18 games. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? This is like real shit here, where we're actually getting dope ass shit. And this is not baby bullshit. This is not whack shit. This is good quality games that we're getting. I don't know if you guys saw, but shout out to fucking Adam Fall. We're getting that soon, right? They posted the reviews dropped. Got 9s, 10s, 9s and 8s across the board, right? 9s, 8.5s across the board, right? Even the hater, what's his name? Maddie, Mr. Maddie, whatever the fuck, right? Mr. Maddie Plays, remember?
Yeah.
him? I don't watch his shit, but I stopped watching. But he did tweet out that he's like in love with Adam Fall, okay? Which is wild because it's like, dog, he was hating on Starfield and all this other shit. But you know, pony tendencies. So Adam
they
Fall,
don't need to make sense.
crushing it, right? Crushing it, which is so dope. And you even go here, right? Shinobi put what the fuck? I don't know what I just said. Okay, here we go. Shinobi just listing it off. Metacritic 75, OpenCritic 79, right? You do have obviously some of these lower ones, but obviously Adam Fall is not like some hardcore big crazy game. But the fact is that you are seeing high quality games come out into Game Pass on a constant basis, right? Like that is awesome, right? Like that's the fuck I'm talking about. That we are just getting these games. This is not some fucking drought where we're just hoping and sipping. In these 18 games, you think anybody had a moment to think about, man, maybe we can get a PlayStation game in here? Nobody give a shit about that. No one's thinking about that. Baby, are you thinking about that?
No.
No.
They're
Not
not
at
even
all.
thinking about that. Not even Sony PlayStation fanboys are thinking about that. And look how Ashable sells. I mean, like, come on, bro. they're not even
Facts.
that. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares like that. You know, nobody's playing them games like that.
Agreed. But this is the beauty, man. This is the beauty of what it is. We eating good. We have so much coming our way. You gotta love it.
We do.
Gotta love it.
And listen, the bottom line is you can go ahead, play, get Game Pass, have fun, enjoy the new games that are coming out. Or you can sit over on the other side like a dumbass and just wait for Indiana Jones or Forza to pop in, looking dry as hell. So, choices. It's up to you.
Facts.
Yep.
And obviously, just because we did speak about it, when you look at this roadmap, guys, and you think about Adamfall, you think about what we got over the last 6 months, you think about our future. I mean, do you have a complaint? Do you feel upset in any way about what is happening to us on Xbox? Are we done?
I love that. You did this. Was that the tear?
Trip.
My complaint is there's too many games. There's too many games.
Too many games.
Not enough time.
Interesting.
Too many games.
Interesting. Too many games. I guess it's not.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking amazing. They're feeding everybody. Shout out to El Vampiro Borracho. I see you, love.
Wow.
Says Doodle thinking about Ara. That's a freaking dope game.
It is
So good. So good.
Okay. All right. Anybody got any other bars about this before we move on to the next chapter?
It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, Sony got no games.
only
That's it. That's what we gotta say.
Yeah, does this include? I don't know if it's in there or not, but like the Gears collection, is that in here?
No, he only put in here announced.
He's only going by things that have been confirmed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
No
more stuff coming
rumors.
that we
Then
haven't been-
even then he's missing some things. Like obviously,
Yeah.
we know that Elsewhere is working on a game. Like he put Toys for Bob's game here, but he didn't put Elsewhere's game
yeah.
or any of the other studios that we haven't heard anything from, like anything from Blizzard or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
Hargy, this is
obviously
not
the
a
next Call of
Subitech
Duty
list.
is not in here. Yeah.
This is not a Subitech list.
Exactly.
Like
So,
putting all these rumors.
That's why I was saying there's so many more that are not even on this that it's fucking insane.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
because there's other rumored things that we've heard about, like Project Dragon, Wu-Tang Clan. Like there's like all these other ones, right? There's what's that company?
Is it there?
100 something. What was
100
that company?
Stars.
Yeah, 100 stars.
Yeah, right. That game, which we know that they're working on. The People Can Fly game, we don't know about that yet, right?
Well, People Can Fly, that is basically, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that was confirmed to be their relationship with E-Day. Because they just revealed the game they're working on. Yeah. On the Future Game Show, they announced their game, which is some survival.
No, I thought they had their own thing going.
Shit.
Did
Yeah,
they
that's their
not?
own thing, the survival. And then they're working on E-Day with Microsoft. That's what they signed. I don't think they signed the second game. I think we all thought they did, but they put a post out there like we want to let everybody know that we're working with such and such. Maybe it is separate. Maybe we're gonna find out that they have a separate game, but they're working on E-Day. They went ahead
a new video game based on a work for hire contract. So then it must be E-Day then.
Yeah, it's E-Day. Yeah, it's a new game.
Yeah.
And then they have their own game that they're making, which was Lost Rift or some shit like that, which did not hit for me.
Yeah, that was at the Future
And
Game
then
Show. I was like, whatever.
they fucking hoard themselves out and took a PlayStation contract. It's like, you know what, fam? We don't need another game from you, okay? Just fucking finish your work here and then go see how it feels to be on that side.
Mhm.
All right, take your asses over there. God damn it.
I can't wait for June Showcase.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be glorious, so glorious. Okay, so let me take this chapter. Let's hop in to the next piece of news because, of course, you know the ponies got to cry about everything, even shit that like now they're just creating things in their mind. So we got our boy Demo Flow Gaming on Twitter. That's right.
Let's go.
He went ahead and put this tweet out there. It says Sony PlayStation fanboys Zuby Tech can't cope with the fact that Monster Hunter made more money on Steam than on his precious PS5 and throws a fit. Matt Piscatella. Now listen, Matt Piscatella blocked me on Twitter. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I called him a bitch at some point.
Oh my
but
God.
I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why. But he's on Blue Sky and he's no longer on Twitter. So he posts on Blue Sky. Demo found him there. And Matt Piscatella, who is, for all intents and purposes, a motherfucking pony. Okay. Super pony tendencies. Okay. But he went out, and even though he's a pony, he still is a man of facts.
Yeah.
He can't not come out here with the facts. When he's speculating and talking pony shit, you can see it, but numbers are numbers. They don't lie. Monster Hunter Wilds was the best-selling game of February across each of the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam ecosystems, with Steam accounting for more than half of the title's total dollar sales, which means, by definition, that PlayStation was not the highest selling place for Monster Hunter. Okay. The highest selling platform. It was not. It was Steam, right? Okay, cool. That's all. Just normal words being said. Normal humans would listen to that information and say, I get it. Makes sense to me. Okay. But, sorry, that's dramatic pause. That's dramatic pause. But ponies are none of those things. Okay. Not rational, not smart, not intelligent anyway. If we could see here, their response, replying, it sold more on PS5, never believing this clown. It sold more. Who the fuck is Zuby Tech to come out here and start saying how much of what was sold where? Who the fuck is he?
No, it's a pony. That's it. That's
A
all
galloper
it is. Galloper.
running
A
wild.
a wild galloper.
Yes.
Babe, is crack that cheap?
Well, I mean,
no,
shit.
I don't fucking know, but apparently these.
My goodness. Wow.
Yo, I need to know.
Yeah.
I need
It
to
must
know.
be, yo. It must be at a new low for these freaking.
Well, they giving away samples.
Look at them go.
You know what I'm saying?
I
What
love
the
this.
fuck is wrong with them,
love
yo?
this.
Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
Ponies
I
in the
don't-
natural
I-
habitat.
So, just to be clear, when Matt Piscatella says, PlayStation sold the most consoles in February, he's fucking the clown. You can't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't believe
It's
him.
that-
He's
That's
lying.
their narrative, baby. You know?
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Get the
Terrible.
fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Like, can you like why are they like this? Okay, this is the real question that we all need to understand, because it's clear that PlayStation fanboys cannot handle the truth, right? They go into like these deep depressive states, you know, where they start trying to self-soothe, you know, and they just start making up stories in their minds and in their heads and start telling themselves that things are going to be okay. And it's like, things are going to be okay. They did sell more copies. They did. That's the only way I could be happy. Right? Because it ain't playing no PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't making them. You know, it hurts. I know. If you're watching and you're seeing this and you're saying to yourself, why, CMoney? Why don't you want me to be happy? I'm just a pony. What else can I do? So you can stop being a pony. Okay, that's the answer. Stop being a pony. Stop being a pab.
Stop being a pass. Stop the pabbing, bitch.
Stop being a pab.
You can't
Listen,
handle the
what-
truth.
You can.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's
So
wild.
okay, what I need to know. This is what I need to understand. Okay, why are they like this? Okay, what is the reason? What is the reason that they can't accept that PlayStation is not number one in real life? Like they're only number one in the world of console sales, and even then, the Switch got them beat, right? So they fabricated their own unique scenario. We're number one in this. Just if you cut out this portion of the numbers, we're number one right here in this angle. You got to look at it this angle, and we're number one, right? But it's like, you know, I think we all know who's number one, no matter how you cut it in the gaming space. There's only one company that has dollars that start with a T. You know what I'm saying? like let's just understand this. It's only one. So
oh my god.
Tell us, why demo? Why do they need to do this? Why do they need to make themselves feel better by lying to themselves, lying to others, claiming that Xbox fans are gaslighting them when in fact they're gaslighting themselves and everybody they know in like some type of like crazy ritual. You know what I'm saying? That they just do some blood ritual to make themselves all feel better. It's weird. It's real weird. Go ahead, tell us.
I just feel like the Sony PlayStation fanboy need to glaze Sony PlayStation. The urge of glazing Sony PlayStation, that has to be studied. That's got to be like a you know what like a case study. Maybe Hard Geek can help us with that. But the fact is, man, that you know it's just like going to the Olympics, right, and winning the silver medal. And going back home and telling mom, like, bro, I won. You know, if you don't count Usain Bolt, who like, ran past me, I am the best. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you are not. It's just like, the lack of accountability, the entitlement. It's just plain weird. And look, some shit that you like doesn't have to be the best for that shit to be the best thing for you. Because you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't have the best car, but it's my freaking car, and I freaking love it, and it is what it is. There could be a Lamborghini running past me. I'm like, fuck you. I'm super happy with my Mustang, and screw you. You know what I'm saying? And just like Sony PlayStation fanboys lack the maturity to understand that even though if they're not winning in this race that they play in their own heads, like you can still enjoy it. You can still be a Sony PlayStation fan. You can still cherish and treasure their games and their IP and the things that they don't in gaming. You don't really have to be number one. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to rub it in. It's just not that. That's not a healthy way of of living life. I feel like that's a trauma, and it goes down when you put everything together psychologically. Their issue is that they are scared for their lives because they've been number one right in their heads for so long. And look, back in 2016, we had no Twitter like we do today. Social media wasn't as present as it is today. 2013, 2014, people thought that games that they were coming or to Xbox were exclusive to Sony PlayStation. Matter of fact, today we got games that people are like, oh, is this game on the Xbox too? Like I thought it was a Sony PlayStation exclusive because the lack of information and the misinformation from people like Zubitech. You go to his page, he had thousands and thousands of followers out of talking shit. Like he's not even telling you the truth, and people just go ahead and look for this messiah that is gonna save PlayStation or make you feel better about your plastic box when in reality this is not the reality. You're living in the matrix, and you are crazy. This is plain madness. Like you have somebody here with real data telling you, look, this is how it went. It's not a big deal because it says it's only in the United States, right? I think that's what it says. I think that what this is about, it's not even globally or something. He just got mad, bro. And this wasn't even Zubitek post. This was the white menace, the blue orca, whatever guy, who was like complaining about it too. But then it was too long for me to get the whole thing. But I did get Zubitek, screenshot of Zubitek response, and it just makes me feel like they just want to win no matter what. You know, when you back in the day when you used to play with these kids and you got the right car and you won and they be like, no, I won, and I won, I won, and I won, either that or I take the ball, It's just this is Sony PlayStation fanboy mentality. It's unreal, man. Look, y'all need to chill. This is not that serious. It's only video games. Sometimes games sell more in different platforms. For example, who knows? Maybe Forza Horizon sells more on PlayStation. And I would love to see that. This is something that I'm hoping for, because that would be like such a kick in the balls, bro. that they like Forza more than something like Astrobot, something that they constantly cap for throughout the whole freaking New Year's and holidays. All they talk like, damn right, we knew that more people, but Stalker, more people play Stalker, more people. In my opinion, Call of Duty should have been nominated for Game of the Year over Astrobot. And look, I'm not even capping. It's a reality. You go in there and you can go ahead and squeeze my neck as hard as you want, but the reality is Call of Duty's been number one for months since it came out. Number fucking one for months. Like, bro, go ahead and look at music and what's the fucking song of the year? It is the song that is top number one like for several weeks. And you cannot freaking lie to me and go and look at me in the eyes and tell me Call of Duty didn't take all the fucking cake last year. In the matter of months, it outsold Final Fantasy, Astrobot, you name it, all the freaking games. There's no freaking competition. They did it. The game was dope. It's crazy. Yeah. They greedy. They charge you $100 for the Ninja Turtles. Fuck it. You still pay it because it's dope. And you want to slide cancel, and you want to snipe, and you want to use the shotgun, and you want to use the little animations and the little dances, and y'all playing like goofies and calling it shit online because it's retarded, bro. Like, I'm sorry about the word, but it is what it is. It is what that's the actual
You can't
word.
say that, Demo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
it goes through my mind
He
so
went
many
full
times,
R.
and I'm like,
He went
oh,
full
can't
R.
say that.
I know.
Can't say that other one.
I hate that
Can't say-
word. I hate that word. But the situation, there's no other way to
It
call
calls
it.
for it though.
There's no other way to call
Sometimes
it.
you just gotta say it.
And it's just like, it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. It's like, well, this is what everybody's playing, and most of the time they're spending the time playing this game. It's got to be good, bro. It can't be that bad. Come on, bro. I know the cheaters. By the way, they banned a bunch of freaking cheaters that they were providing people with cheats and shit. I don't know if we're gonna cover it. Activision and Blizzard. They're working hard at getting the cheaters out of it, and then they're doing their thing, and then slowly but surely they're getting it back into a better state. And it just rattles me that they want to pretend like, oh my god, PlayStation is the best, when in reality it's not. The PC is shit. They only got one game that runs better than everything right now, and that's at 30 FPS. And they're looking at, oh, it's a different game. Bro, at 30 FPS, nobody plays at 30 FPS. I mean, as far as I know, nobody plays at 30 FPS. So what are you copying for, bro? So now it's worth it for one game? You're gonna literally, you wanna buy the PlayStation 5 Pro for the third-party game. This is I'm just gonna leave it like that. Like, I'm gonna put my 3 dots and get the fuck out of here, because this is weird.
They don't understand.
I want to say the artwork, but this is weird. This like, come on, bro, help me out here, Hargy. Maybe you got better. I know you got a vast vocabulary. Maybe you can help me out here and find a better word for me. Like, even Hargy's struggling right now. He's in his head like,
Oh no, I've got something. It's very simple.
Emotional damage. Boo, boo, boo.
Facts.
That's not gonna happen, man. Yeah, they in pain, bro. Let him have it, bro. They in pain. Yeah, it's crazy.
Facts. Hargy, why do they do this, Hargy? Why? What's going on?
I'm not picking on any specific person, but I think there are a lot of people who like, in real life, they may have struggles or whatever, but like they latch onto something to say, hey, this is where I'm going to see positivity, right? Or I'm going to latch onto something where, it's going to be something that's going to make me feel better, right? And I think they just latched onto a platform like this and said, hey, this platform keeps winning. It's awesome, great. But then things change, and like, what do you do, right? And if this is your only escape, that's sad. It really is.
Shouldn't
Hopefully
be
you
your
can find.
identity.
Facts.
It should not, right? And like
Mhm.
family should be the thing, and sometimes family is a pain. I get it, right? But if that's not like something you can do, then maybe find something else. But I just don't think you should lock yourself to any given company. Let's just be fair. No company is here to placate your needs. They're here to make money.
Mhm.
And so you have to be very careful to identify yourself to something. You can be enthusiastic about it. Tomorrow it may go away, right? You just
Mhm.
like things change so much throughout, the
Facts.
given times, right? Who are the top dogs, like, in the 80s versus 90s versus 2000 versus 2010s? Like it changes all the time. You can't just assume that something that's going to be good today is going to be available in the same level 20 years from now. You might have been a Sega person, right? Very enthusiastic about Sega. Look where they are, right? And it's just different, and you just have to deal with that reality. So it's not a great idea to latch on and say, hey, I'm the Sony TV guy. Sony TVs aren't exactly the market leaders they are now. Like they were very very prominent, before. They are just not, right? It's been taken over. Samsung, LG, Hisense, and TCL are like the top brands. Who would have thought that would be the thing, right? South Koreans and Chinese took over the entire TV market, right? That's just the way it is, and that could change. We have no idea what happens 10 years from now. We just don't know. And so you got to be careful to do that. And this is just an open thing to anybody. Do not like lock yourself. Have fun with it. That's the whole point of this, is have fun with it, right? But don't lock your identity to this. If you're going to do that, this is what ends up happening. And you get hurt and you're like, oh no, this can't be right. Like, dude, it is what the data is what it is, right? On our side, we generally just like say, if that's the data, that's the data. Right? Like, what do you want me to tell you? If that's what it sold, that's what it sold, right? We're not going to like contradict it. It's like, no, you're wrong. No, like, it is what it is, right? It's like, if it sold better on that platform versus this platform, fine. Like, what are we supposed to do about that, right? We're not going to go change it. It is what it is. So, like, you just have to accept it. PC is growing. Mobile is the biggest platform. Was that something that we thought of in the 1990s? No. We didn't think that was even a thing, right? But that's where it is, right? Right now, that's the biggest platform for gaming. Okay, cool. But that's not where I play. So I don't really want that to be the biggest, but it is, right? And if that continues and that's where energy is going, fine. It is what it is, right? PC is growing more than the other platforms. Again, we're getting that from the industry, right? We're not making that up. That's from the industry. It is what it is. Fine. Let it be that way. And you can either adopt it, or you can say, I'm going to butt heads against it. No, my platform, that's just the way it is. Okay, like, keep doing that. You're just going to end up in a dire situation. I just don't think that's a good place to be. So but unfortunately, this is going to happen. People are going to grasp at straws. They're going to try to, fight this to the end. I would recommend just change your strategy. Just play games. The whole point of this industry is to have enjoyment. If you're not enjoying it, there's something wrong. Look at all of us. We're laughing. We're having fun. That's the point of this.
Facts.
We're supposed to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're fighting, then it's not fun anymore, right? In any one of
Agreed.
these, back and forths, a lot of it was friends. We were having fun with our friends, but that's normal. We one up each other, but we're still friends. We're not like, like, you can't ever come to my house and play. No, we want to do that. We want to hang out together, and we want everybody to enjoy what we have. And that's the way it is. We go back and forth, and somebody will get the Sega and somebody will get the Nintendo, and we'll just go to each other's house and have fun. But we'll still snipe at each other. That's just friendly, jabs. That's the way it should be. This can't be your identity, right? It's just supposed to be fun. So just try to look at it that way and say, okay, if things are changing, whatever. If you can still play on your PlayStation and enjoy it, keep doing that. If the world changes and that's no longer an option, find something else. Just
Har-
play games and enjoy. I
problem,
hope like
Hargeet,
these. Yeah.
the problem is that this is all. See, remember, you're not part of this world. But
I'm
in
not.
the world of Twitter, they
Mhm.
can't do it because then they lose all of their engagement. And if they lose their engagement, they lose the $7.33 that Twitter is going to send them for all of their hard work talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a rough life out
And,
there. You know
and
what
so,
I'm saying?
so I just don't care about that. Like I do this just for fun. I just want to enjoy gaming
Exactly.
and like have fun with the medium and see where things go. Even if it's PlayStation doing something cool, that's awesome. That'll just push the other
But
That would be
platforms.
the
listen,
day, huh?
that's the thing.
That
to
would
look
be
for.
the
That's
day.
key. That's key, Hargi. PlayStation doing something cool. It's
Yeah.
not. I understand they don't want to call out PlayStation. They don't want to call out the nonsense that they have going on with the box and the lack of games, all of that. But we do, right? As gamers, we have an issue with what they're doing,
Yep.
right? We
Facts.
expect more. And
Yeah.
it's a problem. So if you want to sit down and just take it from them, it is what it is. But we're going to call out the nonsense. Just
Yep.
like they love calling out, shit on Xbox when there's nothing to
All the
call out,
time.
even when there's nothing
Yeah.
to call out.
So,
Facts.
but yeah, this is kind of where it is. I don't see this as, like I knew this was coming. It's going to happen. As this shift happens, you'll see more and more of this, but it'll fizzle. At some point, there's just nothing there, right? It'll fizzle. So they can keep grasping at straws here. Fine, whatever. But look, I hope nothing but the best for these people. If it's just grifting, enjoy the grifting. If it really is your identity, I'm sorry. That's just not a good place to be for you. I hope you grow out of it and find
Yeah.
something better. But, it's just not a healthy place to be, right? These are all human beings. You know me, I don't like to go
Yeah.
after people specifically because of this. Is like, these are all
Yeah.
people. They have their lives. And if this is something that's going to make them very unhappy or unhealthily unhappy, I don't want that for them either. Right? Just get out of it, please. Just move on to something else. This is not the end of the world. Like, just who cares?
It's
just
really
games.
not, but
Enjoy the
it
games.
it gets to a point that and I get it. Maybe some people
caress
this is
Doodle spank him.
this is their identity. This is how they feel. Maybe they're going through some nonsense. The one thing I
Yeah.
would recommend is the shit talking. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. That's
Exactly.
the problem, right? So if you're
Yep.
running around talking nonsense, you can't be sensitive to the idea that you're gonna get hit back.
Yeah. The fact is that online, this is a reality. You're gonna be the nicest dude, and people are gonna pick on you, bro. Hargy, I know you want to be nice, but I've seen these ponies talking shit about you. I've seen these ponies talking shit about Doodle.
I'm
and
used to that.
You
I'm
know
used
what
to
I
that.
mean? I know,
It's like,
but you know what? Sometimes you gotta hit back and you gotta clap back. There's some motherfuckers out here that be talking shit about us.
Facts.
They've been talking shit.
Yep.
They've been
I
kidding.
would do that if I'm friendly with them.
Hell yeah.
And
This is
it
war.
can
It
be
is
taken
what
in
it
that
is.
context. You
It
know what I
is
mean?
what it
Like,
is.
I don't want to go after somebody I don't know. But if
Yeah,
we're
of
chatting,
course.
we're
Yeah,
friendly, then we
But-
can just go
Hargeet,
back
that's
and
why
forth
you-
and just jab
Hargeet,
back and
that's
forth.
why you
That's
got
fine.
homies.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
you got
You don't
homies,
gotta do shit,
Hargeet.
bro. Hardy,
We do the
we got
clapping.
you. We do it. We do the clapping.
We do the clapping. All right, Hargeet,
You just
chill.
make it
All
cry.
right, you chill back there. All right, you do your
provide.
kumbaya
you-
shit over there. We got you.
This is
Okay?
like an
We got
RPG
you.
party.
you
Imagine
go.
we playing Final Fantasy and Hardy's the healer.
There you go. Hargeet's the healer in the back.
Hardy's the healer. You are the healer. You're not here to do damage. You
Oh,
leave
my
that to
God.
us. You leave that
awesome.
to us.
That's
We the tank, with the damage providers. And
That
shit.
was
You are the
fire.
healer.
Yes.
Man.
I love
That-
it.
All right,
Look,
all right.
It's some real gaming shit,
right,
bro.
Tush.
This is some shit that you don't hear nobody say.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's I'm gonna go to the next topic unless there's anything that needs to be said.
Nope. It's good enough.
Because wait, but hold on, before I do that,
Super chat.
got the homie Game Shark in the building. My boy
Yo!
with that $5 super chat, man. Appreciate
What's
the
up,
homie.
baby?
Says ponies play Little League. Everyone gets a trophy and they don't keep score. Hashtag Pabs. Hashtag I hate them. Yo, Pabs in the building for
Twinkle,
sure.
twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle. Twinkle,
listen.
twinkle.
Hashtag
Facts,
Pabs. Hashtag I
Fucking
hate them.
Babs, yo.
Man, they're so
Pabs.
basic.
They are. They are
They're
some
so
basic
basic.
bitches. Okay. Let me take my chapter so we can go through. We're gonna fly through these next couple ones and then we'll be out. Here. All right. So another beautiful scenario that took place that I think a lot of us are excited about is Assassin's Creed popping off,
Yes.
going ahead and doing big things, right? Hitting big numbers. People are liking the game. We finally got to play the game. We didn't play a ton of it, but just even that whole opening, area, like that whole that what do they call it, a prologue, I guess. That initial one, pretty good, man. Like it's really cool. I gotta tell you, like they in the beginning they force you to play as people, like you don't get to choose yet because they're just kind of doing the game. And in my probably like 2 hours, maybe hour and a half to 2 hours that I played. And I don't know maybe what you feel about it with what you did, but ultimately what I said holds true in the sense that I prefer Noe, the girl.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not gonna lie, it doesn't look great. Like it doesn't. I mean, it does. I feel like it hasn't shown great every time I've seen it. But playing as Yasuke, I mean, for the intensity of the fights and like chopping off heads and shit, like it's kind of crazy. And he'd be like, he's big, so you run through like wooden doors and shit, like the the barricades to the town, the big double doors. He's so big that he just runs through it and just explodes.
So I think this is the situation with this game. From what I've seen, it doesn't do it justice, right? I feel like the clips that people have or the ones I've run into, they don't necessarily add up to what we saw when we turned the freaking game on. It is beautiful. And it's really misleading because it seems a little clunky when his fight scenes when they show it. And they're nice and smooth. The combat is very, very smooth. So I thought that that's the way that it was going to play. I thought that it looked a lot lesser than it does. So I was very impressed.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I really enjoyed it from what I played, and I will kind of continue on with it some more, but not exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. I'll play it, but I still need to finish my playthrough of Out. But yeah, this is definitely a welcome surprise. I don't know if you guys, I know Demo, I guess you've been playing it, right?
Hell yeah.
So
playing the crap out of
you
it.
have not played it yet? No, okay. Yeah, so I mean, I think overall, and obviously, Demo, I think you're liking it, right? So it's it's a success in that way as well. So it's not just the hype of an AC game. It is pleasantly surprising me. So I'm very happy, and I love Assassin's. To be clear, like I am predisposed to liking a game like this because I love Assassin's Creed. I've loved it since the first one. So I'm definitely a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I'm a huge Ubi fan, to be honest with you. So
yeah,
I like the games that they make. So so I was hopeful that I wasn't gonna get annoyed because he looks annoying. Yasuke, like playing as him with the control in my hand feels good. Watching him play, like when I watch it on like when they put videos up, it just doesn't look exciting.
But when we were watching that video, we said it a lot of times it really has to do with how people play a game because the way that they move can potentially make it
make it look whack,
make it bad. Imagine if you have the only gameplay of Doom you watch was JTech TV do. Like, what would you think of Doom? We'll be like, well, this game is ass. I want to say, man, this is one of the I love all the Assassin's Creeds except for Unity, I think, and people they give me a lot of flack because for a lot of people, Unity is one of the best. But in my opinion, I didn't like that setting that much. I didn't like, I didn't like it too much. Didn't enjoy it as much as I
You
enjoyed
mean
the
what,
Excel.
Unity?
Yeah. I didn't enjoy
Oh,
as
I loved
much.
Unity.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. But that's my taste. But oh my god, man, this game from the beginning, opening scenes and everything, it's just a beauty, bro. What a beautiful ass game. Graphics are insane. The attention to detail. The characters are memorable as fuck. I don't know how far you're into it, but you're gonna meet some people
Just
in
like an
there
hour and
who
change.
who just gonna meet. Let me just say one thing. People probably in the chat. Chichue. What do you say? I don't know. It's one of the characters. Y'all, y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna cry. But anyways, um,
Oh
I
shit.
love the game. I love the gameplay. I feel like the gameplay is solid, and you can feel from character to character how it changes. Okay, so Yasuke is the tank, is the big boy with the big hands. He's chopping head off. He's doing, lifting people, kicking people like these disgusting kicks that your screen turns black and red and all this graphical shit happening, and you're kicking people like you don't give a damn, like boom in the chest, get out of here. You like destroying people against walls and stuff. He's so strong and big, and the way they laid out the story, bro, it just gave me goosebumps because the way that the Shogun, right? He acquired Yasuke is like, bro, these people
Yep.
treat you like a slave, but I see a warrior in you. Your spirit
Yep.
is strong.
That was
These
dope.
people treat you like crap. In here, you could be remembered as a hero. You could be remembered as somebody, as a warrior, or somebody who's like, you know what I mean, won many battles, etc. Uh, so I love the introduction to Yasuke because I thought at first that it was gonna be cringe. It was gonna be cringe. It's gonna be weird. How in the hell are they gonna fit it? But the way that they did it, bro, from the beginning of the game, it's just like amazing. The characters, like I can, bro, I'm not even into characters that much, but the characters they're so memorable. It makes me feel like I'm watching an anime. Honestly, the story is so deep, and yo, bro, they like. I love Ubisoft, so I was hoping that they delivered with this one because they really need this more than anything right
Yeah.
now because they're going through it. But oh my god, man, I'm so impressed with this game. I was in the earlier, right? While I was waiting for CMoney to send me the link and everything to join the show, I was in a party with my friends and we were talking about it. And they were like, we're low. We three dudes usually play together the same games. We got the same similar tests and we were talking about it and we are like, oh my god, bro. This might be it, like the Assassin's Creed that we were waiting for. We were hoping for
Nice.
years for the Japanese setting because we love that shit. And bro, I don't want to say that the game is historically accurate or nothing, but I think they nailed the setting. The cherry blossom, the snow, it melts with time. You step and you see your footprints. The level of detail is so high, man, and the gameplay. I can't stress it enough. It's super cool. How nimble Noe is, and Yasuke is kind of like a little bit sluggish, but he's strong. And the gameplay doesn't feel like a Souls-like like
Mm-mm.
super challenging like that. It feel like accessible, even though I'm playing in a regular difficulty because I don't feel like Assassin's Creed require you to play at a higher difficulty or nothing. You really want to enjoy the story and feel powerful and shit, right? Like you could like handle everybody, and it's just so well done, bro. And I'm not even capping. This is coming from a place of love of video games. And as a video game, say what you want about the story. But as a video game, this shit is well done. And dude, for the most part, I don't play games for the story. I play a lot of online games. I play a lot of Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat. Look, Mortal Kombat have like 40 days of playtime on Mortal Kombat. I haven't finished the story.
That's
What
wild.
is it? The new thing that came out recently, Chaos or whatever, the new expansion. I haven't even started it because sometimes I think that gameplay and the time that you spend with games is more important than all of that. If I want a nice story, you know what? I'll watch a movie. And I don't even like watching movies. Fuck that. I like getting my
Well, I don't like stories, okay? Stop telling them.
no,
That's
it's not
funny.
even that. It's just that what makes the game great to me is gameplay. Gameplay to me is always number one. And the gameplay in Assassin's Creed and the mechanics, and it's well polished, and it's also very, very smooth on both on Xbox and on the PC. I'm playing with ray tracing on the PC. I have a 3080 10 gigabytes. That shit is doing 70, 80 FPS, ray tracing, everything. Like, the bro, this shit is blowing my mind, bro. It's looking as good
Nice.
as something like Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was telling my boy, Kingdom Come Deliverance looks amazing, and Assassin's Creed, when I played it, it reminds me some of it. Like, about, you know,
Nice.
like he brought me back to Kingdom Come, and I haven't finished Kingdom Come, but I continue to play, and now I'm stuck with Assassin's Creed. So this is bad. I agree with Hargy. Way too many freaking games that take way too long to finish. So my only issue with this game is probably gonna be super long, because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it over here, but there's many enemies that you have to face. Many. I'm not, bro, and they all memorable. I love that shit. I love an enemy, and I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, guys. You could see that I post shit. What I like when enemies taunt me. I like when they talk to me when I'm fighting them, and they tell me little slick shit like you ain't shit, like you're bad. Do it again. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I gotta tell you,
love
Demo.
that, bro.
I feel like I'm making different connections
You ain't shit.
than what you're
Nah,
trying to
but
put
you know
out
what
there.
I mean. But
You
you
know
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
mean.
Like-
No. Because
I
what
just
you
feel
want in
like
the,
I just feel
No,
like
no,
I'm
no.
like, where else do you
Are
feel
we-
like this?
Are we
Demo?
Hey.
talking gaming?
I think that you kind of freaky tonight, CMoney. Might have been that beanie, you
He
know.
always freaky.
Might be-
Bro, but he
that's-
freaky. Yeah,
that's true.
they had, bro, yeah.
Always.
I'm
Stop,
not
Just
into
saying,
that
stop.
yo,
shit,
some
CMoney.
people like that shit. Some
No,
people
I'm not.
pay to have that shit happen to them. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
That's true.
Yeah, Sony PlayStation
That's true.
fanboys do it all the time. They love to pay for PS Plus and they get nothing.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm gonna tell you this, man.
Oh
To
my
wrap it up, since I know it's getting late, it's 1:13 or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Go ahead and
Oh,
play Assassin's
damn.
Creed. You can go ahead and do it on Ubisoft Plus. It's on Xbox, right? And you can play it everywhere if you get it to it. $17 a month. You can, literally cancel your shit like right away if you don't want to get charged again. $17.
Or
Try it out.
108 for the year, right?
No. I
That's
wouldn't do.
fire. That's
I wouldn't
so
do the whole
dope.
year though, but I would do a couple of months. Why? Because along the way, I realized that I haven't played Avatar: Tears of Frontier.
Well,
and
that's what I'm about to say. There's a back
it's
catalog
right there.
of games.
No, and all the
that
Assassin's
you can
Creed
go ahead
and
and-
the Divisions and the Far Cry. Like, I
Yep,
want
Mirage is
Ubisoft to
there.
succeed so bad. This is one of the studios that I actually care about. That I grew up loving Ubisoft games like Splinter Cell, bro. Assassin's Creed,
Facts.
Rayman. Come on, bro. Like, all of their IPs, they're so beloved that I just hope that they can go back go back to bringing us amazing freaking games like the Ezio Auditore trilogy, like Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, Origins. And look, to be fair, they did messed up in a couple of Assassin's Creed. For the most part, they good games, bro. They good.
Yeah.
It's always worth it to pick it up.
A lot of
and
content.
play it. Yeah, a lot of content, a lot of hours of fun and history, which they tell their way, but it's also interesting. So yeah, man, go ahead and play the game, bro. I know people say that it's woke and not. Like, if you're not into that shit, you have kind of mode, bro. Guys, you don't have to put up with that bullshit. Play on kind of mode. I'm not playing on kind of mode because I know I'm not attracted
Actually,
to
I'm playing on canon
to
mode.
the opposite sex, so I know how to say no. Like, if a dude comes to you and tell you, undress yourself, I'm about to give it to you. Like, what are you gonna say? Yes? Like,
Unless you want to say
you.
yes.
If
You know
you
what I'm
want to say yes, go
Unless
for
you
it.
want to.
But as a straight dude, you don't say yes. You say, hold on, bro. Like, come on, chill, man. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I actually like the fact that they're doing canon mode because
I love that.
how many, like, I feel like I've been playing a bunch of RPGs, right? And which I'm enjoying Avowed immensely. And so it's like I have no problem with that, but it's like I don't need Assassin's Creed to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need that to tell me the story that it's supposed to be, and that's what I would take. I don't want to have to think about, oh, what should I say? Is this gonna do? I don't give a shit. Let me fucking just go out there, live my best life. You got something to tell me, and let's keep it moving. All right, that's all I want.
Exactly.
And that being said,
before we move on, I feel like a lot of people,
we're still talking about this.
A lot of these reviewers and shit, they haven't spoke about kind of mode for real. They haven't kept it real, bro. Because you could say like this game has this and that, but you also have the opportunity and the option of turning it off. Come on, bro, that's huge. That's a game changer because it's like, bro, how many other games out there do that? And I like that Doom is doing it right on its own way. You feel like the game is too slow, you can speed it up. You feel like the game is too fast, you can slow it down. You know what I'm saying? It helps you play the game the way that you want to play and enjoy the way you want to play. So it's no excuse for you to say, I'm not going to play this because it's woke. No, you can turn literally all this shit off, and that's it. So
no, I agree.
That's
100%.
I want to say that, bro. Let's get it. Kind of mode.
No, 100%, man. Yeah, and it also has like guided mode. So if you want to play where you don't have to go searching for shit and explore, it's all like the old times, and you got every fucking thing on the map. Or you can turn it all off, let it be exploration, go find shit. It's really options, bro. Options is key, man. And anybody who tells you that there's a problem because they gave you an option is fucked in the head, bro.
It's crazy. What it is.
But real quick, this is I had the screen up for this whole time because it was just so pleasant to see it, right? But apparently it's not. It's the thing that people hate. This dude came out, decided to take this picture, put it out here. It says Xbox is now showing full screen ads for third-party games. Who the fuck cares? Please stop defending this and speak out against that. No, I don't care. If this will help more people play this game, what is your fucking problem? Stop acting mightier than now. You bought a fucking console 3, 4, 5 fucking years ago. The dollars are gone. The profit you brought Microsoft for your console purchase is gone. Stop acting like you spent so much money that these motherfuckers are rich off you for life. Okay? The moment's passed. You've been enjoying what you spent your money on. They're going to continue to update and provide more. And in that, they're going to start advertising shit when they can. This is not some egregious advertisement. It's oh shit, Assassin's Creed Shadow available now.
But let me ask you a question.
And move on.
Like,
close and move on.
I think it's pretty known what's going on with Ubisoft. I find this like I think this is really nice.
Yeah, help the game sell. What the fuck do you
I don't
care,
know.
Dude? Stop your baby bullshit,
like,
bro.
What are we upset about? We know what's happening.
Bro, it's just like
they were also giving people a chance to win the game if they play the trailer. And like if you saw the trailer and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't even know this was coming out, or this game looks fire. I didn't even think it was gonna look this good. Like it's going to go ahead and bring people in, and this is what Ubisoft needs right now. The fact that they're being supported like this is necessary. Like it shows that Xbox is not waiting for them to sit around and die just to take their IP at the lowest price possible. Come on, man. This is ridiculous.
When you open Steam, but you motherfuckers don't know nothing about gaming because you know what I mean. You ain't shit. This motherfucker right here. I'm sorry about this, but this picture wasn't even his. This isn't even his complaint because he doesn't even have an Xbox. So. Oh, for example, when you and I know that because I read all the comments. I wasn't there, and he clarified this is not my picture. I was just saying. So when you open,
so you just wanted to complain.
Yeah, you just want to cry.
You just wanted to complain,
right? When you open Steam, what is the one thing that you have opening right away? You have an extra window opening with the sales that they got going on. And this is like great, and I usually check it out. And every time that you open Steam, I suggest you to don't close it and check it out because there's something right there that you probably want. Look, this is a video game. This is not McDonald's. This is not Taco Bell. This is not some more bullshit and laundry. This is a freaking video game that is presented to you as a reminder. Maybe you haven't played in years. You turn on your console. It's like an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. Fuck off. You go like this is mad. Like not everybody's as informed as you may think. You know what I'm saying? So this is amazing. I love how to do this. I love how to do the sweepstakes that you go ahead and participate in this little, contest and you have a chance to win the game. Like, give me advertisements like this all 100%, but I don't want to see no McDonald's. I don't want to see no some other bullshit. Like as long as it is a video game, go for it. Fuck it. I don't care. All you have to do is press A. You back in your menu. You're good to go, bro. Come on, man.
And this all comes back to, if you think of Netflix, they show you things that they think you're gonna like. And after you're done watching a show, they give you suggestions. Like I, this is not something that's like so out there and offensive.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
just
This is
just
not
what you're
a
a
picture
part
of
of. They're
Donald
making.
Trump in there
Can
telling you
you
vote for Trump.
imagine?
Like that would be outrageous. I would agree. I'm like, I don't wanna
Yeah,
see
it's a
no
gaming
politics
console, and they're
in the
showing
game.
you a game that's
Then
coming
you
out,
say,
bro.
"What's next?"
Like, come on, stop being a
Yeah.
baby bull. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit. JD Gamer in the
Yo,
building, man.
what's
Thank you, my brother, for
good?
here. Says ponies just wanted to be a buck naked waifu as an ad, then they'd be happy. JD, you ain't lying, bro.
Yeah.
We know that's the truth.
Ad for
Sadly,
Pornhub.
for these ponies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pornhub.
They'll be
Um,
like, "I'll be there."
Michael Yu says, I just opened Steam and there's an Assassin's Creed Shadows pop up. Are we seeing
there
the
you go.
same outrage with Steam? No, I didn't think so.
Yep.
It's baby bullshit, bro. It's
Mhm.
baby bullshit. Baby girl, does this infuriate you when you open it up and you see Assassin's Creed Shadow pop up
course
on your
not.
screen?
Of
Come on, man.
course not. Why would it? Right? Don't you want to know what's out, what's new, what's fresh, what's coming out, what may apply to you?
Facts.
I mean, thank you.
Agreed.
And you don't have to stare at it, you guys.
Just press the button that says close.
Yes.
It's
It's
right
that
there. It's not a
easy.
trick. You know what I'm saying? They're not locking you in here. They're going ahead and just showing you, and you can say goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's very, very simple. So yeah, that's a wild one.
This
Hard-
is crazy. If it were some video that you have to sit there and watch, and even then you'd be like, "Oh shoot, that looks dope." But like,
Facts.
bless you. If it
Bless
were a
you.
video like
Bless
that,
you.
God bless you. That would be crazy. Just saying.
Agreed. Hargeet, what about you, man? Does this make you want to blow up your TV?
Smash your
Send
Xbox.
a hate crime letter to
No, I mean
Microsoft for
these
putting
come up
this
every
on your
now and then.
screen?
Whatever, you just, if you care about it, you go into it. Whatever, but it's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
So you want me to get into my?
Hargeet, what? Yeah, so that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
So
do
what
it.
I would like, Hargeet, is for you to kind of go into what you wanted, what you were talking about before.
So what we heard so far is it's 1 million players, because now understand they have Ubisoft Plus, right? And they have some
Yes.
sales to Ubisoft Plus. This game cost probably near 400 million to make. So it is going to take a lot of sales to make that up.
That's a
and
lot.
this is their hopes of trying to make some sort of money.
A Hail Mary.
So if they expect that, you're looking at least, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 million before they kind of break even. And then you have to look for more than that. And that's not undoable, by the way. Like, I think Valhalla sold near 20-ish. Okay, so it's doable. Will it get there? I don't know. The main headache, I don't care about the whole Yasuke, black character.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
fine, whatever. Right. Where I was always concerned is if Japan gets pissed off, and they did. It went to Japan's parliament. It went to the prime minister, who's condemned the game. They did one fix, which was they allowed you to destroy a shrine. The next part of it is the fact that they even had a shrine there to begin with. You have to get permission from the government to do that. They did not. That will
I didn't
very
know that.
likely. That will very likely be a penalty on them. So they're looking at something that the Japanese government will do. They are not happy with this. They did more. They allowed you to loot an emperor's tomb, and they kept the symbol of that house, which happens to be the symbol of the current emperor of Japan. That is also not allowed. They also besmirched one of their famous women, who was the wife of Nobunaga. And that's also not allowed. So there's just too many of these little things. And we remember the Torigate thing. They just really messed up when it came to Japanese culture. And that's for us. Look, in the West, we make fun of ourselves and have just decided that our culture doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine. That's not the East. That is not, Africa and Asia. They don't play this game. You don't do these kind of things. It's too disrespectful.
It's funny.
So,
Argy, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm
go
tired of
ahead.
watching anime in which they make a whole lot of fun of Americans. all the
Exactly,
freaking time.
because we take it. We take it.
Exactly. But like we say, if you can take a heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. And look,
Yep.
Japan don't fuck with us a lot, bro. A lot.
Yeah.
With the black people, with Latinos, with everybody around the world. They very xenophobic, and we all know this. And the way they represent us, right? And the American in general, the American they usually represent us, the American person eating a burger, all fat, right? Like it happens all the freaking time. So what the fuck are we talking? This is a video game. This is not reality. In fact, at the beginning of the game, it tells you this is based on maybe historic events, but it's not trying to make it like the actual thing that happens. This is like a warning that this is like for entertainment purposes. Like they threw our shit out the window and they took it all personal. It's just because they hating, bro. Because they actually
No,
making
Demo.
this
This is exactly why I need you to understand.
Mhm.
We don't have the mentality of the East. I've lived in the East. You don't fucking do this. You just don't fucking do this. Okay?
Mhm.
You do not disrespect. Like, I'll give you an example. Charlie Hebdo was a satirical magazine in France, and they made fun of Muhammad. What happened? Somebody fucking went and shot them up. This is just not something that they tolerate. This is something you understand in the West because that's your mentality. You make fun of people, you make fun back. Fair enough. That is not the East. You do not fucking do this. You just don't. It's just not tolerated. So you're looking at a very different mindset. It's literally illegal. It's illegal. So this is not even just, you made fun of something. No. They're going to get penalized. This is not a joke. Ubisoft is in legal trouble
because they
will
do
have to deal
business
with
in those countries.
Exactly.
Right.
So you have
So
to.
if they didn't do business in those countries, then it wouldn't matter to them.
Yeah, it's another fun little fact. Sony is a Japanese company. PlayStation could very well pull this game. Nintendo is a Japanese company, and they very well could say, fuck off Ubisoft. Ubisoft cannot play this game. They are already in trouble, right? The two major platforms of consoles that actually have a lot of sales of their games could say bye-bye because the Japanese government might say, you can't sell that shit. This is not a simple thing. You take it from a Western perspective. You have to understand there's a different world out there. This is why I want more people outside of the US, outside of the Western world making games. So you understand there's cultural differences. You can't do these kind of things.
So what about when they do it? So what about when they do that?
We allow it. If we did the same thing and said you can't do that, they would have to honor it, right? We don't. We make fun of ourselves. We pile on our own country. We pile
life
on
is
our
not
own
so
religions.
serious.
This is what we do here, right? Christianity's made fun of all the time.
I just feel like
it's sad.
Like it's kind of like messed up
normal.
for them to censor the idea of what they're doing, and I'm so against censorship.
But that's why you're in America right now, bro.
No, that's why I love this fucking country, bro. Straight up.
Exactly. That's why people are here, because of the rest of the world.
Exactly. Because you can say whatever you want here. That's not the way it is in the rest of the world.
Over there, you're not.
You are not.
That being said, if
can't do these kind of things.
took the stance and said, "I don't give a fuck,"
sure.
Charge me what you want. That's different, but they're not. They put out a patch right away to take out
to do one thing. At least they fix one piece.
Yeah.
Now the question is, will they fix the rest?
I agree
that
about the
they
religious
just
stuff
fucked up, and that's the
like
difference.
their mistakes, right?
There's a difference between them taking a stand and saying, "I'm gonna do this because we can, and I don't give a fuck what you say about it." And then there's another thing when they're like, "Yo, you put this in there," and they're like, no,
I'll fix it right now. Delete.
Yeah, it's what
exactly.
So
they have to deal with that, like, right?
They bitched out.
And
so don't fight.
So hopefully they have
a
back and forth.
They're gonna be pussies,
right?
Let them be pussies.
No. That's the thing, right? So they're gonna have to deal with it, and that may be a back and forth, and they apologize and they fix the things that they need to fix, get the appropriate permissions, whatever it is, right? But it's not a simple, trivial thing. So that is a controversy they're gonna have to deal with, right? I don't care about the whole woke stuff. Yeah, whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
That's up to artistic license. Do whatever you want, right? But when it comes to specific things of legality, you're kind of stuck. And it may seem odd, but a lot of countries do this, right? If you try to do some of the things that are against the Islamic religion and say, oh, that's okay if it's in Saudi Arabia. No, it's not. They will be very pissed off and you will be in very big trouble. This is just the way it is. So you have to kind of deal with those things, right? It's just different. We are so used to
And this
our
is why
laws
we
where
don't
we can say
travel
whatever we
outside
want,
Well,
of the
they-
country.
do whatever we want.
Okay.
And I like that, by the way. I love our laws.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love the fact that
Yeah.
we are free to do whatever we want. That's
Okay,
not
so
the world.
I feel
In a
like
global
we
world, you
need
have to deal with this shit.
then do it to them. Like I want to see every Japanese or any other
They're not.
country.
I always find it
like,
funny, right? Well, like,
every time
oh,
that
you
they
can't make
depict us-
make content of other people because
Yeah,
you're
wow.
culturally appropriating. Like, have you seen all the shit that they make about us? Like, you take half the games that Japan makes, it's about
Yeah.
Western characters.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just the way it is. But
Even
it's like,
Resident
okay,
Evil,
whatever.
easy, bro. It's crazy. Like Street Fighter, easy. Street Fighter. They make you like
Yeah.
Street Fighter, the American dude, the Russian guy, how like Zangief. They put it like as a brute. The guy from, you know what I mean, that from Jamaica with the little maraquitas. Like Jamaicans don't even play that shit. It's just like, bro, fuck them. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Because it gets me pissed off that they pissed off because they make something that is not historically actually accurate.
It's not
like
historical
that. And then
accurate.
they pissed off.
They
And
broke
then
the
they
law.
tell you right away, straight up, this is not historic. We're not making fun of nobody. This is literally like telling you, like, before you play the game, do not take this serious, and they go ahead and take it serious. So, I mean, what are we going? You see, I watch a whole lot of Japanese shit. I love the culture. I got nothing against the Japanese people. They got the ways, and I respect it. But we gotta chill, bro. We gotta chill because they made fun of us a lot. A lot of fun of the West. Like, they do
So the only thing to keep in mind, aside whether you agree or don't, right? Like, I could give three shits about what they feel or think. That being said, you do have to understand, if you choose to do business in certain places, then you do have
you
to
got to go by
accept
their rules.
what
You have
their
to follow
rules
their law.
are.
Yeah, you have
So
to.
if you're
You
going to
have
say,
to.
I'm
You
selling
can't
my
be
game
that
in Japan,
negligent. Like,
Yeah.
then you can't be like, fuck Japan. And they're like, no, you
No,
can't do that if you want to sell here.
We're not
I-
gonna
But
do
the
That's the
point
problem.
is that there's a difference between them bitching from afar, saying, hey, why are you doing that about us? We don't like that, but we can't do anything to you because you're not
Yeah.
selling your game here. If you're selling your game here, if you're doing business in our country, ask Trump what he feels about
Exactly.
what other people get to do with our country. Because from what we've seen, he's been slapping up every motherfucker who said anything
Yeah.
about
And
not
look,
doing what he's
I don't
asking.
think they're going to go this
Okay.
far, right? I don't think they're going to go that far, but they
Nah.
will talk to them, and there will be some negotiated thing, right? I'm just saying that that's kind of where it is, right? So I don't think they're going to go like crazy with it, but Japan's pissed off. It doesn't go to the
Yeah.
prime minister and just get dismissed.
just for
It's-
funs and
it's
giggles.
a
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. So
I-
they
listen,
brought it up.
I
They will figure something
understand.
out.
They didn't mean to. Obviously, they're trying to fix certain things, but again, if you're going to do something and you're trying to do business with them, you should have done the research.
And Ubisoft
Like,
is
you
not some
have
little
to
fucking
be-
company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have
That's the
so many freaking like, you should have done the research. You should have been really careful about this. I mean, some
Shut-
may say, like, if you had done, like, you brought upon yourself because you should have looked into
Yeah.
this. Cage brought it up
Exactly.
in the chat, and they also picked a date where there was an attack to go ahead and release the
God.
game.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
okay,
it's
so
like-
that's
years
messed
ago
up.
and
Like-
shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, like, how
I
do
didn't know
you
that.
not
Long time
know
ago.
that?
Well, I
Look,
mean,
listen,
I don't
I
know
don't
that.
to be clear.
To be
Yeah, like,
honest.
Yes,
That's
but you're not
horrible.
making a game
Yeah,
Boy.
about that country.
like, to be
But when
Yeah.
you
clear, like, the
release
fact
it,
that
yeah,
they
that's
are like
crazy. I
that,
don't know.
that's too, like, for me, like, that's too much. But again,
But
as
they
much as
frown
we
upon
feel
it.
this stuff and think about this stuff, it's the developer and publisher's choice to do
Mhm.
business
Yeah.
anywhere. No one, Japan did not put a gun to Ubisoft and say, release your shit here.
Yep.
They never
Exactly.
did. If Japan wanted, if Ubisoft wanted to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do
Yeah.
about Japan, then they could have said, hey, Japan, you're gonna sit this one out because we going in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We
they
going
could have
in.
done that.
But also,
didn't.
look, CMoney, shout out to Game Track down there. He said, I said they should just ban the game because they done that with different
Fair.
games. Why they didn't ban it? Just ban it.
That's fair.
Just
because
ban
they
it.
want to do a
Yeah.
statement.
They want the
They
drama,
wanna-
bro. That's
They
what
want to
want.
make an
They want it.
example out of
Yep.
it. They want to
They
make an
want the drama.
example. So whoever wants to come around and
Yeah.
go ahead and do this again, and
Mhm.
they want to make a freaking game, they better come correct.
That's exactly right.
So meet
That's
the-
exactly
meet
right.
the
They want to make
cheater.
sure that this is not something that continues as a pattern, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
you know, you understand what you need to do. Major publisher made a mistake. Here you go, right? And here are the things you need to follow, right? So hopefully that is what happens here. But
Mhm.
So
Well-
Meet the Cheater says, look up IG in Japan. I'm telling you, they translated it. It seems they are not as tilted as it looks.
Hmm.
Maybe.
well,
Maybe.
Sure,
yeah.
right.
And as I
Yeah.
said, I don't think they're gonna go too far. They are gonna make an example, like Doodle said. They're gonna make an example of it to say, guys, you can't do this, right? So here are the
Yeah.
here are the laws. You need to follow it. So
Remember
Well-
Far Cry 6? Well,
Yeah.
6, no,
Yeah.
5, right? Where the one that is
Five?
like in Cuba, like the one that is like
Yeah,
in Cuba.
6.
Yep.
You know,
6.
that's where I'm from. That's
I
where
see.
I'm from. It was
Yep.
totally inaccurate, totally inaccurate. But it had a lot of things that I could relate to. And I was like, oh shit, that's for real. Actually, you know, live something similar, exactly whatever. I didn't get offended. They depict us as
Yeah.
these different people that who don't give a damn and they just
And-
like
and
playing
that's
music
the
and dancing and don't
difference
give a
in
shit.
West versus
And
East.
we like, yeah. So I would say, bro, like just grow a damn pair, bro. And you know, and stop
Yeah.
crying. I agree
You-
about
you
the religion
can't say that.
stuff. I agree about the
As much as you
thing.
want to, you can't.
I agree about all the other stuff, but look, this is how we live here, bro. Japan is only one country. Like the whole world is not does
But
not.
the game's in
revolve around
Japan.
Tiny country.
But
The
that's
game's in
but
Well,
Japan.
it's not tiny. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
just one. I would say just one country, and it's not the whole world. You know, and I'm not.
Oh
I'm
no,
not
it's
saying this
definitely
in
like that, dude. You
No.
don't do those kind of things anywhere. Even in India, like it's
Yeah.
no, you don't
People
do
are
these kind
gonna
of things.
go-
You just
Listen,
get
we talked
offended
about
anyway,
Ubisoft not being able to, you know,
Yeah.
just let people go because they're in France,
France.
right?
Mhm.
And the laws are differently there. I just
Mhm.
I
exactly.
think that
They're much more
that
laissez-faire, right? They're much more about
Mhm.
openness. That's the whole point, right?
Exactly. So if you are somewhere where you know it's limited in different ways, why not make sure that you understand the culture, what could be insulting, the date, if anything is happening on
Yeah.
that date? Like this could have been an easy fix. That was just overlooked, right? All these things were just overlooked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Because you don't think
agree.
about it.
I feel like Ubisoft really messed up too because
yeah,
this
should've.
shouldn't have happened, right?
Yeah.
They should have been a little bit more sensitive towards this, but at the same time, I gotta see on the other side, like here in the Western, we don't give a damn. We say whatever we want. We got freedom of speech, and we see shit the way we want to see it, and with all due respect, because I don't feel like they did this in a disrespectful way to Japanese people. They might feel this, but I don't, bro. I don't feel like they did this in a disrespectful way. I think they honor it. You know, they try to make a beautiful game with a beautiful story, beautiful characters, and they just try to make something cool, bro. Why don't we have to like make it like this is not real life? What about movies? We see many movies. We see many shows, Korean, from different countries, the Asia, all through Europe, how they depict the American. And shout out to Game Shark. He just dropped the super chat there. If you could read it, I agree with him 100% of this. You know, straight up. He just dropped the super chat.
Oh boy. Game Shark in the building.
Game Shark
My
was
dude, thank you, my
good.
brother, for being
Yeah.
here, man. Appreciate
Thank
you. homie.
you.
Says, why should my experience be dictated because others get their feelings hurt? That's the problem. All should be open to criticism. Hashtag South Park.
Straight up.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
again, when you break the
facts
law, you
are-
break the
are-
law. I can't get around. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
how
no,
else to
that's
make
the
that
law.
clear,
That's
right?
different. Yeah, that's
You know?
different.
Yeah, and I
It is
mean,
what it is.
technically,
That's the
this
thing.
is not a us problem, right?
That's
like
what
the
I'm
things
saying.
that are
Yes.
This is
the things
Ubisoft
that
has to
they
deal
are-
with it. Whatever.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
that
but I
are
can
happening
understand.
are not
I
changing
can
the
understand
game.
the upsetness, right? I can understand why there's an issue. If there are laws or certain things you need to follow and you break them, then we have a problem, right?
How about the many
I mean,
times
they
that I've seen
chose-
the Statue
they
of Liberty being knocked off on
Yeah,
Japanese
but we don't
shows?
have any laws against that.
No,
right?
but I'm
we
saying-
specifically say go ahead. Right? We want to
Yeah,
have freedom of
right.
expression. You can burn our flag, do all these things, and that can be very upsetting to people.
All of that is being
But
done.
we say
Japanese
go ahead,
shows,
right? If we had specific laws that say you can't do that, then we got something, right? But we don't. We say
Yeah.
go ahead. we say go ahead.
I
Agreed.
get it. I get it. We
Yeah,
we
yeah.
may not like it, but there
It's
are
the
no
law.
laws
It's the law. We gotta
protecting that
respect
from
it. Yeah, that's true.
happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have an activist group or something implementing this law. So I mean, I don't want to sound like a
I
Karen,
don't want
but
that.
it's
I
like
think demo
let's be
we have it
fair.
right. I think it's better
Yeah.
to be open. Let
Yeah.
people say
Yeah.
whatever they want, do whatever they
Yeah.
want, right? It's much better. If
Mhm.
there's, if you get, your feelings hurt, just don't buy the game, right? Just don't buy the content,
Hmm.
right? Just walk away from it. But yeah, I like the openness. I like the freedom of expression, right? That you can say, do whatever you fine. Just don't hurt people. Then you're good to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
This
go.
is
100%.
Crazy,
Agreed
man.
100%.
This is such a crazy topic, bro. But you know what? The funny thing is that it doesn't even have to do anything with gaming, bro. This is just
Yeah.
the fucking
No, right.
countries
It
with
is.
their issues and their problems and their complex, and their personalities and their religions and their
Yep.
rituals and all of that and their customs, right? Just getting in the way of something that we love, that's video games. I mean,
Well, I
my
mean, you say
opinion.
getting in the way of, it's just sensitivity. And like this is where like somebody like
Mhm.
Sweet Baby Inc., if they actually did this work to say, hey, we will go do the consulting with you to make sure you aren't doing anything that's A, illegal, but B, will be
Right.
very culturally insensitive, right? That's perfect. I wish they would do that kind of thing. That would have been a perfect use case here, right? And this is where like you look at Ghost of Tsushima, that was made by Sony, right? But it's in a Western studio, and they said no, you're going to culturally and go over there and understand, and then we're going to have a liaison that tells you these are the things you can and can't do, right? They went through all that gyration. This is why there was no controversy. Everybody loved that, even in Japan, right? Because they made sure they didn't do any of these weird things that would make an
But that's
issue out
the
of it.
thing, right? There were choices that were made, and the option was there to go ahead and do what PlayStation did with that studio and send them
Because
over
they know
there
they're
and
Sony, right?
figure
They're like, no.
exactly. But
So
that's the thing.
I got one question, bro. What if Ubisoft would have ditched Yasuke as a character? Would have put just a
It wouldn't have
regular
mattered. The
Japanese
things they did
guy?
were just egregious.
No, I'm saying like instead
Yeah.
of doing Yasuke and creating all this controversy, they would have just get a regular Japanese dude or regular ninja or whatever in there. They would have done everything correctly. Like, what do you think? This game would have still like face criticism? It probably wouldn't even hit that hard, anyways, because all this bad reputation
You mean
and
they
all these
didn't do
bad.
all the things that were illegal?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah.
controversial, at
Maybe,
least. It probably would have been stale. It would have been like, okay, another generic Ubisoft game, but now the game has controversy, and that's what everybody's speaking on. That's what we're speaking about it too.
it could help it.
Because
It
I
could.
mean, it could help it too, and maybe that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the controversy. They're looking for this to get blown up and be talked about and be censored, and people will be like, "Holy shit, we gotta play this! What the hell is wrong with this game?" And then people will play it by themselves. Because this is a strategy too, and it's fair.
What's the bigger problem aside of all of this is
Mhm.
that Ubisoft doesn't really need any smoke from anybody right now.
That's the
Exactly.
thing.
You know what I'm
Right
saying? Like,
now,
right
so the
now,
controversy
don't
and the
need
problems are
anybody.
just more issues. They want to go ahead and sell as many copies of this game as possible.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, they
so
just
for
don't
them,
want the controversy.
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't know.
that's
I
why
can
they're
foresee
doing
might be
patches right away and
financial,
handling things
Yeah,
right
yeah.
away.
I think they'll handle
because
it. I think they'll handle the Japanese
Yeah.
issues. They'll work with them.
I agree.
They already did one, right? So they know
Yeah.
it's an issue. They're gonna fix it.
I
And
hope
hopefully
so,
they can
bro.
resolve it, right?
What
But there
about
might be
that?
some public thing that needs to be said by Ubisoft to make it, like Doodle, you were saying, to make it known to other publishers, don't do this.
Yeah, slap the
So,
wrist so they
yeah.
understand
Yeah.
what's going to happen if you go ahead and have an issue and do something like this. Listen, the game, it's stunning, right? But again, it was a choice on the characters, there was a choice on the location of the game, and if you're going to go ahead and do these things, you just have to know how that, like, you have to know what you're doing. That's just the bottom line. And I understand, not a big deal to us, but we
But
cannot
yeah,
tell people what they can or cannot be offended about,
yeah,
right? That's the
true.
one thing. Just
I
because it
agree with
wouldn't
you.
affect me, it doesn't mean that it won't affect you, or we can both hear the same thing or see the same things differently.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Yeah. It's just a
Agreed.
freaking video game, bro. It's not so.
Yeah.
We've seen so many freaking movies. We've seen Spider-Man, portraying
Yeah.
Miles Morales as a Puerto Rican. The motherfucker ain't Puerto Rican. He's Dominican. And nobody care. Nobody care. 9 out of 10 game.
I thought he was Puerto
Nominated to
Rican,
Game of
right?
the Year.
No,
I
The
thought-
flag was
yeah.
Dominican.
No, he's Dominican.
No, the flag
No.
was Cuban.
Cuban
Yeah,
flag
yeah,
in
yeah.
the in the
They
game.
flipped
Okay,
it.
yeah.
They put the wrong flag in the game.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah,
Cuban
yeah.
flag. Yeah,
They
Cuban.
flipped
Yeah, they put
the
a Cuban
colors.
flag, which is
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
Cuba,
and black.
they don't even have spiders, bro. They so broke. I'm sorry, my countrymen, like they fucked up. Thank you,
Yeah,
Fidel.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. All right, so to wrap up on Assassin's Creed, this is the last thing to talk about. It just discussion wise, quick, doesn't have to be too crazy.
Yeah.
But again, part of what we discussed yesterday or the day before, I forget, was the idea of this game needing to be a massive hit because Ubisoft's on this like turmoil and all these problems. So like just any quick bars you may have on the idea of whether this can set Ubisoft on the right track. Can this lead them to the road to redemption and put them in a place where they can turn this around? Is this only about making their evaluation better, where they can get more money? Like, what do you think overall about the idea of like is Assassin's Creed Shadow too late to help Ubisoft, or are they still gonna have to give everything up and do all the shit that they've been talking about?
I don't know, bro. I feel like Ubisoft is in between a heart and and between a wall and a
hard
hard
place in a rock.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah. They like Hargy was saying, and I agree with him 100%. They should have taken the necessary steps to avoid all controversy, despite how we feel about Western, Eastern culture, all of that shit. All of that is whatever. Like he said, the law is the law, and you have to respect it. So when you're making a game, I'm sure they got people on a paycheck, investigating what they can do and cannot do, like legal people behind it. So this is literally a fuck up because it shouldn't have happened. However, I love that they went ahead and did what they wanted to do, and whatchamacallit, like they actually did what they wanted to do and express themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, video games are a form of art, and art. Imagine if you told me I can't draw tits and be like, bro, like how am I supposed to make all this? You know what I'm saying? It's just like as an
How am I
artist,
supposed to live if I can't draw tits?
and this is what I said, bro. This is what I said. Some people, and this is why I don't care about that much about story in video games, is because like the author has an idea on how the story is gonna go. If you don't like it, make it yourself, motherfuckers. Make it yourself. Go ahead. This is how creators are born. I didn't like how he did this. I'm gonna make my own version, and you go ahead and do it and make it, bro. And that's how it is.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, try to make it yourself. I would say, this is not gonna save Ubisoft. Because you know what's gonna happen next year. What do they have for next year? That's gonna be as big as
Assassin's
Shadow.
Creed.
Yeah, I mean, it cannot be
Hex
another Assassin's
or
Creed.
whatever the hell. Oh yeah. They already announced they announced more. They have Jade.
Is that ready for next
They
year?
used to make them
Well, I
Back to
thought
back.
the idea was that they were planning to just keep dropping a new Assassin's Creed every year. Remember, they dropped Mirage last year. Mirage last year, this one this year, and I don't think there's an official announcement of days, but I'm pretty sure that was the plan, right? It was like the rolling out a new one every year type deal. So
going
I know
back.
there's Jade.
We'll see.
That's a mobile game. I don't know if that one came out yet. But then they have the Black Flag remake. Supposedly the first one's being remade. I'm looking at Meet the Cheater right here. He has them in here.
Meet the Cheater was good.
So yeah. So okay. So Hargeet, what do you think, man? Do you think there's a world here where this sets things right for Ubisoft, or is this just another?
I mean, if it can hit 20 million, if it can hit like 15 million in sales, I think they start making good profit. But look, they have a lot to make up, right? They've had a lot of losses on a lot of their games, so they kind of have to make up for that with this. It's been 4 or 5 years in the making, something like that, since Valhalla. But I guess they had Mirage in the middle there, which didn't sell well. So I don't know. We'll see. It's viable. If people take that and they must have made that decision to make that $108 a year, option available as on sale. If people pay that, that's a lot, right? That's good for them. So hopefully a lot of people try to get into the subscription service. And again, if they can keep that going, that is their rescue, right? Just like Game Pass,
Mhm.
if they have a good number of UB Plus subs, that can keep them sustaining for a bit,
Yeah.
So it's viable. The IP sale thing, that's still on the table, right? So that's a potential for them to get some money. That might be over the next year or two, right? That materializes. I still think they should work out a deal to either have PlayStation include Ubisoft Plus full, or go to Microsoft and get it in Game Pass. And I don't know if that's viable from a contractual perspective. It may be at
Yeah.
this point they just don't care, because whatever contract they have with PlayStation is not helping them enough. And they're just in dire straits, right? And they might say, whatever the penalty is, we'll just see if it can get covered by the other side. And that might just make it worth it, right? Just the sheer subscription levels are probably going to be better. They're probably going to get a better deal. So I don't know. They have to think outside the box and figure out better ways to continue to sustain themselves, and I think they are. I think they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's also, hindsight. We can always say things maybe that they shouldn't have done this or that. You look at a lot of the decisions they made; they weren't necessarily bad at the time they made them. It just takes so many years for games to get made that they look bad now, right? So it's unfortunate, but I can't say like, let's make a Star Wars game and that's a bad thing. Not when they made the decision like 6 years ago, right? When you're looking at Star Wars still being a relevant property, right? And you're like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's make Star Wars. When did it, like, was it 2018 or something like that when they made that? And you're looking at that time and you're like, yeah, Star Wars is still a very big thing. Why not, right? And so they went ahead and made it, and unfortunately in the interim Star Wars has faltered, and so there's a hit or miss as to how many people would buy it, and unfortunately it did not work. So sad, but it is what it is, right? And then you take Avatar, one of the biggest IPs, and you're like, hey, let's make a game with that, and it didn't work. There's decisions you could say, like, the Prince of Persia 2.5D, whatever you want to call it, the isometric game that they released, critically awesome, great game, but didn't sell. Right? So it's sad, right? And like Mirage, I loved it. I thought it was great, but didn't sell. So this is just kind of where they are, right? So the decisions they made weren't necessarily bad ones. It's just people have, like, a lot of it, as we've been saying here, the time sink are those black hole games. Everybody like flocks to them and keeps playing those. And if you put out a game, like, I was expecting this to be like a 400-hour ridiculous game. Thankfully, it's not. I hear it's like 40 to 50 hours, which is actually pretty good. It puts it in line with like the Mirage level. So I'm hoping people will see that as something that's approachable, right? That's one of the other problems, is a lot of people want to play a game for like 10, 15 hours and then be done, because then they want to go back to Fortnite or Call of Duty. Unfortunately, that's the world we're in, right?
Yes.
So, and when you say, hey, I'm going to make a 200-hour epic, they're like, oh, I don't want to spend 200 hours. I'll never finish it. And that pushes people away. So I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think they've done a lot of good steps. Take the controversy out of it. They've done a lot of good steps here. So hopefully it resonates. I hope people do pick it up. I don't want Ubisoft to fail. I really don't. I tend to like their games.
I agree.
I'm looking forward to another Far Cry. They've unfortunately decided Watch Dogs is out, but they have many great properties. I'm looking forward to Splinter Cell, which, by the way, that should be something we should be seeing soon, because that should be coming out in the next year or two. So that might be another one. I hope that does well. I really do. I hope it does well. But those are the kind of things that I want to see. They have a lot of cool things. I don't want to see them die off. So I hope this sells enough to at least give them some cash, and then they can keep sustaining themselves. And maybe they do some of these deals in the background, sell some IP or something, and then keep themselves floating for the next few years as more of these games come out. So maybe it really could. It really could. If enough people like you guys are all saying, hey, it's great, the game is awesome, there's enough of that out there, that maybe people will pick it up. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
do
will
not want to
see,
see
man.
Ubisoft fail. That's not
No.
cool for the industry.
Agreed.
They really are a powerhouse that made some awesome games. I've loved the Ubisoft games
Hell
for
yeah.
so long, and I hate
Ubisoft's
the
my
fact
shit.
that they're here. So,
Yeah,
but
the
it is what it
situation.
is. So I really
Tricky,
I
and
wish them luck. I wish them luck. I
yeah,
hope it does well.
it
100%.
seems to be a common situation right now, and an easy one to get into. Hargi, with what you said about, it seems like they went ahead and went all in just the one thing. I feel like we see that a lot, right? And you're right. It's because of the amount of time that it takes to go ahead and
Yeah.
make these games that you went
Yep.
ahead and you said, okay, Star Wars is a good idea, but by the time the game comes out, maybe it's not something that people are into at the moment. And this is where that AI situation really kicks in, and the fact that they're trying to go ahead and have the tech that you can potentially use to go ahead and make these games a lot faster. It is important because PlayStation, same thing. They started to make a bunch of multiplayers that then they have to go ahead and stop and lose a bunch of money over, because that was a route that they were taking that no longer made sense.
Yeah.
So this is a big issue that's out there. This is why we're like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? Why are all these Souls games coming out in one shot? Why are all these fighting games popping up at the same time in one shot? Like, the decisions were made when they were made, and then you get bombarded with all of that, and you're like, what were they thinking? But again, you don't say the night before, I'm gonna put out this type of game, and then there you go, you have
Yeah.
it. When it
Yeah, you're
comes to
kinda
you,
stuck at some
yeah,
point.
you're stuck at that point. You either lose your investment or move on to the next thing, and it's that next thing not going to be relevant by the time
Yeah.
you go ahead and have it ready to go out.
Yeah.
So it is tricky, and these games do have to cost less, and they do have to come out a lot faster than they are right now. It's a problem in the industry.
Yeah.
When it
Yeah.
comes to Ubisoft, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to add, and to the point of those two games, the Star Wars game and the Avatar game, just like with Sony, there's going to be heavy license costs. So that's
Yep.
going to be another hit to them, right? It's unfortunate,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they don't make that money clean because
Yeah,
they got to pay
that's
a
true.
lot. Assassin's Creed is theirs. That's the money ticket. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Mama.
When
You
it
were gonna
comes
say-
to Ubisoft, I don't know,
Did
especially
he just call
considering
you
how much it
mother?
costs.
Mommy.
Oh, I thought he
No,
called you mother. I
mommy.
was like, okay, CMoney, I see.
Mother.
And
That-
talking
that's a
about
different
being
type of shit,
punished
bro.
and like being punished,
No.
and I'm like, okay.
No. Mommy.
No issues here with that
Okay.
crap. But yeah, when it comes to
That's funny.
them going ahead and making enough money, considering how much money they spend to go ahead and make this game, in the situation that they're in, this is going to be tricky. This is just a good look for them that they can go ahead and still deliver, but not necessarily that they are going to turn it around, considering
Yeah, I feel that.
the amount of employees that they have. They're in a deep one.
I think this just helps it helps their evaluation when they're in those discussions.
Yeah.
It's like, look, Assassin's Creed is still valuable. You know what I'm saying? Look at how many people still show up, right? Like that's what the best that they could hope for at this point, right? Whatever else they figure out is going to be.
And Demo signed up for Ubisoft Plus, right? So
Yeah.
that is also something that can be picking up right now. The deal that they have to lock people in for a year may be something that's picking up right now, because it makes sense to just sign up like that. I saw someone in the chat earlier say that they signed up for the Star Wars game, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you sign up and you don't stop.
Well,
You
I mean,
just-
I'm gonna
you
tell you
keep it
this.
moving.
I pretty much have all Ubisoft games in my library, both on Steam and Xbox and whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, that's what
so
G maybe
it's
was
gonna be
saying, that
hard.
the games are cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be hard for
and
them
they
to
put them
keep
on
me
sale pretty
signed up.
fast, right?
It's gonna be hard for
Mhm.
them to keep me in there. Let
Yeah.
me keep it real. I'm gonna probably finish Assassin's Creed in less than a month. I have Tears of Pandora or whatever. I'm gonna play that game. It's not that long either, so I'm probably gonna be done in like 2 weeks or something with it, and that's it. I'm out.
And dip out.
Useless. It doesn't make sense to me to stay so long. But if they drop another game in the next 3 months, I might just keep going.
Stop again, right?
Yeah, right.
It doesn't
Because, I
make
mean,
sense, and that makes sense, right? If it doesn't make
Mhm.
sense to you, then that's just what it is.
your
But a
money,
lot
man.
of people, when you sign up for something,
You
They
just
don't
leave it
they
on.
forget to sign
Forget,
it.
Yeah.
yeah, or
that's
you
it.
I'm-
or you
I'm-
just get
dude.
comfortable with it, and you're like, you know what, this is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
Remind
I'll
me.
just
I
pay
like
for another
having it.
month, and before you know it, you've paid for a year, and that's kind of like the situation that can happen. And
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us fall into that trap a lot of
Holy shit.
times, more
Facts.
times than not.
100%, because for example, I signed up for Boosteroid because I wanted to try it. I've been in there for 2 months already. I have forgot
Mm.
completely,
forgot.
Go and turn it off.
completely to
Forgot,
turn it
bro.
off. Let's go.
Um,
Thank you, Doodle, for that. It just
Yeah,
came
JD
back.
has a super chat.
But
He's
look,
like, time to cancel that.
yeah,
Yeah.
time to cancel
I'll
that
look into
shit.
this.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let me get the homie. Motherfucker JD Gamer.
JD Gamer,
my
what's
dude. Thank you
good?
much for being here, man. Appreciate
Thank you, love.
Says people's attention spans are not what they used to be.
Mhm.
Make these games 15 to 20 hours, then AC Shadows would have been a 3-game trilogy and made more money.
There's a lot
Yes.
in that where it would make a lot more sense. The problem they run into, why the budget is so high and why they have so many people, is they pack so much into that game, right? And if you cut it down and say, hey, this is a smaller arena, we're going to give you part of the story. Yeah, you don't need as many people, and you
Yep.
can make smaller games, sell them for $70. This is the model, that Sony was trying to do, right? Split the game up and get you three $50 games instead of one big $70 game, and that way they make more money, they get releases faster, they don't need as many people, right? These are great potentials for them to look at, and Ubisoft really needs to shed a lot of people. Unfortunately,
and I think listen, it depends, because I don't know how long they were going to go ahead and make those Spider-Man portions that they were going to feed us, but JD, 15-20 hours, that's
more
nice
than
and
enough.
dense.
That's a lot.
More than
Yeah.
enough. You are right. The attention, and not only that, the time as well. So sometimes knowing how long this game is going to be, that alone makes people not want to jump in, because they're like, okay, Hargi, you mentioned before, I'm not going to be able to beat the game anyways, not yourself, but that some people may think that, and it's like already
exactly.
it's a pass for those
daunting,
people
right?
that don't want to fall into that. Exactly. So man, you have to make it more commercial. You have to adapt the situation to the modern world and the things that are taking place right now. And making these games a bit shorter is not just going to cut back on costs. It's also going to make you more money and more content that you're constantly putting out.
But also,
exactly. I mean, they usually throw out DLC, right? You would just have the DLC as part of the next big chunks, right? And it's so much of a better plan for them, and get your $70 every time. It's definitely a better option.
And so many games come out, give them that breathing room so they don't feel suffocated by your content or your game.
Agreed.
Plus, that way you can actually have like annual releases. You can have like at least once every couple of years or something like that. So
the problem is that everybody already knows what they do. So if they did do that, the headlines would be, look at Assassin's Creed milking us.
Who cares?
And instead of doing
let them have the headlines.
You go do it 3, right?
The players will buy the games and enjoy it, and that's what it is, right? And the budget won't be $300 to $400 million. It'd be like $50 to $80 million, and you don't have to sell as much to even make your money back. But you can make. What if they make like $300-400 million? That's profit. They make profit. That's what they need to do. They need to drive profit.
And you don't have to have the whole thing done before you put the content out and you start bringing money in. It just makes sense. And people may say some crap in the beginning, and then you'll see them all pay up and go ahead and get the game, especially if there's enough hype out there for it.
Naysayers always exist, right? Naysayers always exist.
Exactly.
Let me get my boy JD Gamer, my dude, way ahead.
Yo, let's go.
On point for gamer membership, man. Thank you, my brother, so much, man. Appreciate you, homie. Y'all know what to do.
Tell them, baby.
But motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
And I see that person is Jay Czar. Appreciate you, man. Thank
Welcome,
you for being here.
JD Gamer. Thank you
JD
so
Gamer.
much.
Thank you,
so dope, bro.
Much appreciated. All right, let's jump in real quick to the last thing. It's not going to be crazy. I just wanted to have a little make fun session at the very end. Okay. And it's very simple. Okay. PlayStation 5 Pro exists. True? True. Games supposed to be better on the Pro. True.
Oh yeah.
True. Okay.
Of course.
Too bad. Same shit keeps happening, right? Pro sucks balls. Monster Hunter Wilds on PlayStation 5 Pro disappoints. with performance issues, bad image quality, and pisser implementation.
Whoopsies.
Listen,
Damn.
look, this is just a reality.
Hey.
You need to accept it, ponies. Okay,
Oh my
PlayStation.
you got
Man, a pisser with performance issues, all compact
We have
together.
tablets for those.
Literally a piece with erectile dysfunction. Literally.
Oh my
Piece
god.
that can't get
make
up.
this shit up, bro.
Wow.
Guys,
Piece
let
of
me ask
cake
you a
it up.
question, man. Where the fuck else? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Demo. You got a what? 30 what? On your
Oh.
PC. What do you have? The 30?
Oh, 3080, 10 gigabyte. Not
You got
even
3080.
the-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You got 3080, right? You're living your best life right now. You're like, oh man,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is great. And then you say, you know what? God damn, I've been killing it out in these streets. I got myself some pocket change. Fuck this. I'm gonna go get a 4090. Fuck this shit. I'm getting a 4090, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna get a 4090. I'm gonna put that shit in there. I'm gonna play the same game I was playing yesterday because that shit looked good. I can imagine what that shit looked like now. You go ahead, you buy that 4090, you turn on that game, and that motherfucker runs worse or looks worse, and it's shit. How does that make sense? Why am I paying more to get shittier shit? Come on, man.
Yep.
Make it make sense.
Come on,
That's-
man. There should
that's-
be no question, bro.
Life for
There
the
should be no
sucker.
question.
Life
There
for the
should
sucker.
you should never hear anything that says the pisser disappoints again. She is not satisfied. She requests a new pisser to be inserted. This is a problem. Okay, she wants that. She
Bring
wants
a
that
new
FSR4
pisser in.
pisser.
Let's see what
okay?
works.
Bro, how does this make sense, man? Why do we see? How can this ever be seen? There should never be a disappointment. At the very least, it should just always look and run better no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. There should be no circumstance that you should look at that and say, wow, that's not great. Turn that off, please. What? Why do you spend the money? Why does this console exist if it can't perform consistently? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't want to hear no parading about fucking, oh, it's so good that Assassin's Creed looks good. Bitch, every game's supposed to look good.
It should.
This
It
should
should.
not be a
The
news.
fact that
Think
they
about
need
it.
to come out here and say that
Exactly.
shit is
The fact
wild.
that it's a news
Come
report
on, man.
that it looks better
It
is
shows you how
crazy.
crappy that shit runs.
Are you shitting me?
It can't. It's a celebration if it looks okay.
Bro,
Come on, man.
how is that legit?
How do
You-
you
how do
buy
you make
a
a
new
report?
console? How do you release a new console and you're going back and forth?
How you're a reporter and literally take yourself seriously and say, okay, listen, guys, look, the more expensive brand new console looks better.
The new tech.
That's not news, bitch. It's supposed to do that.
See you in the face.
Wow.
That's
I
crazy,
can't.
bro.
I swear to
That's
God.
wild.
Deliver the news, and then he waited for the instant.
Did they turn off the pisser and did it work better?
Probably.
I don't know. Probably. I didn't go that far.
I mean,
I didn't go that far.
it smelled better at least.
Oh my God, that's a problem. Dude, I'm telling you, this is fucking wild,
Oh
bro.
my
Like,
God.
it's so embarrassing. It's
It
so
It is.
embarrassing that you have a brand new console and you have to see headlines for a brand new game that says is disappointing on the new console when an old console exists. How is that even possible?
Yeah. I mean, the funny part is they're gonna move to FSR4 next year, right? And so, like, is there really how many people do you think are actually gonna like spend the time to figure out pisser when you know it's going away?
It's a problem.
Exactly.
It's a problem.
They
It's
already
going
tapped
away.
out. They're
Yep.
not
Right,
moving
and-
forward with that.
So like,
And when you do the FSR4 implementation, it works on PC as well, right? So you like I don't know what they would.
it works on
like,
Xbox
like,
too, Hargy. Oh,
Does 4 work on Xbox?
Probably.
know.
Look,
I don't know if
the
4
thing
will
with
work on Xbox.
FSR,
We'll see.
maybe not French generation, but the upscaling with the resolution and everything, it'll work. Because I mean, AMD that they did say, like, in the last conference, that they were trying to make every car, even the Nvidia cars and everything, compatible with the new generation. They're not as dirty as Sony PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
trying to make everything more compatible. Of course, FSR 4 on Xbox might not be the same as FSR 4 on a 5090 or on the 9070 XT or whatever the hell car they have. So I believe that PC is a failure. I really do.
Yeah.
I believe that Sony PlayStation 5 Pro was a literally like a dream that they sold to Sony PlayStation fanboys, something to cope with, right? I believe this was like Mark Cerny little project that he wanted to make and drop and be like, oh shit, let me get that extra Corvette or some shit. I don't know what the hell they wanted, but yeah, he wanted something extra, and they did it. Look, he sold, bro. People bought this shit, and they out here capping. So if they believe in their lives, that's on them. We are here
Yep.
informed gamers that can make educated decisions on shit that we buy and where to spend our money. So in my opinion, if you're a Sony PlayStation guy and you have the money like that, and you're good financially, and you get you a PlayStation 5 Pro, and after that you feel disappointed because it didn't deliver in the promise, I mean, jokes on you, bro. You could have just
Yeah, that should
gotten a
never
PC.
happen.
And
That
if
should
you
never
were,
happen.
no, you know what makes it even worse? If you're a PC guy and you got rid of your PC to go and play on the PC, like, bro, you deserve the life that you live in, sucker.
You deserve the golden shower.
You do. You do. Take that in. Enjoy it
Yeah.
with your mouth open. You know what I'm saying? Just absorb it right into the
Golden
pores.
shower.
Get it in every hole.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, this is where we're gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate you all. I wanted to
Thank
end
you,
in a
guys.
fun
Yes.
little thing. Unless there was some bars. Was there any other bars? I thought we were just kind of fucking around. Anything else? No? Good? Yes? No? We're good. Guys, thank you again, man. I know we ran late. I know we started late. Thank y'all for rocking out, man. You guys are the shit. Shout out to everybody who super chatted and rocked out.
Thank you,
Shout out
guys.
to all of our members on YouTube and on Patreon. Appreciate y'all. You're the shit. Shout out to everybody who was live in the building with us. Guys, it means a lot to us that you rock out. So appreciate you. Shout out to our homies who are here on the late night.
Let's go.
Harky, Demo in the building. Guys, let them know where to find you. Start with our boy Demo. Don't hang yourself. Jesus. Go.
What?
Let them know. He's so tired.
Yeah, bro. Double Flow Gaming here. Y'all already know the deal. Gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm working 6 days a week. I'm miserable. But I love talking about games, and I love coming over here and doing the Great Shift. I think we gotta change the name. Great Shift with them
Yeah.
boys, and of course with Doodle. Shout out to her. And bro,
Let's
it's just
go.
been an amazing week for gaming, an amazing couple of weeks and months, and a beautiful year for gaming. I'm so excited for everything that's coming up, bro. I can't wait to be back over here next week to talk about games, bro. And shit.
Yes.
Bro, catch me live probably during the week. I'll probably be playing some Assassin's Creed. Go ahead and buy the game, bro. Support Ubisoft if you like it or not. Just look. I feel like it's worth time is money, right? So instead of listening to what people say online, all the bullshit that they talk, people who never even touch a controller in their dear lives, just go ahead, get it on Ubisoft Plus, bro. Spend you $17. It's $17. Literally, you cannot even get my bro. I went to Subway to get lunch the other day, and I had a sub, the combo thing. It was $18, bro. It was $18. So
For
go
3
ahead.
minutes of satisfaction.
Yeah, if you're fasting and you're in a diet, don't get Subway. Get you Assassin's Creed. No
Get
cap.
Assassin's Creed way better.
Yeah, go ahead, give it a shot, bro. Beautiful game, bro. You won't be disappointed. At least as a game, fuck the story. I said it again. As a game, a beautiful game. Go ahead and check it out, bro. But yeah, catch me live sometime this week, this weekend here. Playing video games and whatever. And yeah, bro, I can't wait. I'll be on Twitter too, talking that shit. Hit the like button, subscribe to Powerful Gamers, goddamn it. And y'all already know the deal, man. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy, Devil Flow, checking out.
Let's
Peace,
go.
brother. Appreciate you, homie. Hargeet.
Thank you,
Let 'em know.
Demo.
Yeah, so check out my channel, Hargi Chani One, if you want to subscribe. If you want to pick up my book, shop.chani.us. And then I'll be
Yes.
on today, I guess, now at this point, with Fonz at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time, Fonz Gaming, and then tomorrow with Sunday with Web Dave, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Web Dave's channel. And then with Boom on Wednesday at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, Double Barrel Gaming. Check that out. And we'll be back hopefully next Friday.
At a normal time.
At a normal time.
At a normal time.
Whatever
Yes.
normal time is now.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly. No one knows. No one knows. But we definitely appreciate it. Thank
Adam
you guys
Fall
so
comes
much for
out this
rocking with
week.
us.
Check that out.
Yes.
It's in Game Pass.
What
Let's
is it?
fucking go.
Thursday, I think.
Adam
Thursday,
Fall.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam Fall. Let's get it, bro.
Yeah.
And
Adam
Tower
Fall.
Ball got
man.
announced too. We didn't even talk about it.
April, yeah.
April
29th.
something,
There's
right?
so much.
April.
There's so
Another
much.
April
Yep.
game. Like we
Yep.
needed
I
more.
know.
Yeah,
It
got
don't
know.
stop,
something
bro.
tonight.
It don't stop over here, man. They're not. Listen, I know you just subbed to Ubisoft, and you're like, man, I don't know how they can keep me. Well, Microsoft don't have that problem. Fucking
Oh,
Game
sure.
Pass
You
is
know,
keeping
you know,
bitches. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's non-stop games coming. But guys,
Yeah.
thank y'all so much again, man. We appreciate you. Of course, just to kind of we're gonna be back on Tuesday night.
Yes.
This weekend I'm packed with work. Tonight, the reason I'm so late is because work was crazy and I thought I was gonna get back sooner, but I didn't. So I didn't want to say forget it. So we came in late, but the rest of the weekend we won't be around. So Tuesday we'll be back in action. So for sure, look out for us then. 8:00 Night Quest.
Yes.
Thank you again, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
With that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.